love. All you can get is a fuck you. Get mad if you want to. Kiss my black ass.
Hey yo, we are here live. This is your boy I am D's Ranch. We are over here starting with the NFL draft round 2. Definitely excited to see who the 49ers are gonna pick, man. Got all the action and everything going on. We're gonna be reacting live to the picks of each and every team in round 2. Definitely to see who the 49ers are gonna be picking in the second round. As we do have the first pick, we might have traded back. There was rumors of trade backs and everything in between, so thank you for joining up. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Definitely lots of news. Definitely some questionable picks in the first round. So definitely a lot to talk about. Like I said, when it comes to questionable picks, it definitely starts off with Arizona going with Jeremiah Love in the first round with the third pick. Definitely with the quarterback issue. Definitely probably may have been a mistake pick in my opinion, but hey, it is what it is. We also got the Los Angeles Rams picking the quarterback in the first round with Ty Simpson, and that definitely was a questionable pick, even though they just feel like that he's their quarterback of the future. But right now, he's definitely not gonna be ready to go right now, especially with Matthew Stafford and him. And they were a team that could have got a weapon in Mekhi Lemon, but they definitely passed up on him. Decided to go get a quarterback. And then lastly, the Chiefs moving up 3 spots for a guy that they could have got at the spot that they were already at, but they multiplied into another pick, so that made a lot more sense. So at the end of the day, some questionable picks at the end of the first round. We definitely gonna be reacting to what's going on in the second round. So definitely, if you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to I Am D's Ranch. Appreciate everybody pulling up.
Precipitation expected until maybe late. A massive crowd has formed here in the parking lot on the side of Acrisure Stadium. The sun is setting, and the 49ers are getting set to be put on.
49ers are on the clock. Let's see who the 49ers are going to be picking. I'm definitely interested in see who they're going to be picking.
100 for the draft. Night number 2, rounds number 2 and 3 getting set here for all of you to enjoy right here on NFL.
Definitely ready for the 49ers to get their pick, boy. Let's get it.
For the coverage of the 2026 NFL Draft on NFL Network, presented by Verizon Business. We'll welcome 8 new teams to the draft that did not pick in night number 1. Starting again with the 49ers, the Bills, Bengals, Colts, Falcons, Packers, Jaguars, Broncos. Fans of those teams, you'll actually get to hear names associated with a draft choice for the team that you want to win the Super Bowl. Pleased to be with you here again. Rich Eisen, Fox Sports, Joel Klatt, Charles Davis, Daniel Jeremiah. Quick word before Roger gets up there.
Defense, defense, defense. We're going to see a lot of it tonight.
All right.
A lot of defense is in the draft, too. Like I said, it's still deep at wide receiver as well. I feel like the 49ers trading back. I feel like the 49ers definitely should go defense first. Like I said, I feel like they're going to go defense. It's something that they've always done. Here comes Roger Goodell.
Come on, Pittsburgh.
Got Pat McAfee up there. What's going on?
To night 2 of the 2026.
I wonder how he's feeling after WrestleMania.
Last night, in front of more than 320,000 fans, right here in Pittsburgh. Give yourself a hand. That's awesome. And millions more watching around the world. We welcome 32 incredible young men to the NFL family. And tonight, already there are over 260,000 fans here. You've already set a record for night 2.
It's 300. First 200,000 first night, 250 tonight. Yeah, that's great.
All here to help us select the next generation of talent to join the NFL. Many of these players who meet on stage have either grown up in Western Pennsylvania or played football here. This area is one of the most talent-rich football regions in the country. with more than 650 players advancing to the National Football League. Long known as the cradle of quarterbacks, Western Pennsylvania is a true pipeline of greatness, producing 23 Pro Football Hall of Famers. Please give them a warm welcome. Okay, Pittsburgh, are you ready? Round 2 of the 2026 NFL Draft is officially open. The San Francisco 49ers are on the clock.
Let's go. Niners are on the clock. Let's get it.
A pick. It was 8 last night, so not too far off from the first round. And then after this round, it'll be 5 minutes the rest of the way.
Yeah, y'all be hearing that a lot tonight. Let's go, Niners. Like I said, I feel like the 49ers, we got a lot of room to go a lot of places. I feel like we're going to stick with what we've been doing. 49ers definitely going. I feel like they should go defense first. We got 3 picks in the 4th round, so we definitely can make some moves. We do got a couple of picks in this round as well. Like I said, if we were looking for a receiver, like I said, on my draft board, I'm still sticking to it. I'm still sticking to Elijah Surratt as one of our picks. I feel like he's definitely a fit, a big-bodied receiver, a guy that can move like Juwan Jennings, and ain't got to pay him $15 million to do so.
So adding some more depth to that pass rush would make some sense, Joel.
I love TJ Parker from Clemson. He's a really good player, guys. There's some serious juice, I think, still left on the edge, even though we saw a ton of edge rushers come off the board last night, and I would agree with you. And that's one thing that they're going to have to do is control the pocket of the opponent in that division. You got Darnold and how well he played with Seattle, and obviously the reigning MVP in your division. So this is an edge that I think could use a little help. I think they could also look at offensive line. They're going to have to figure something out long term for Trent Williams. Even though he signed that extension, they're going to have to find a way to make sure that their offensive line is solidified in the future.
Yeah, I think the tackles kind of went out of their deal.
Offensive line needs help as well. They definitely could use a guard. Still a lot of offensive line talent are still available in the 2nd round.
Because remember how what Deebo Samuel did for them in that offense? Is a guy that did like a lot
Definitely we need a receiver.
a lot of those similar things. So Kyle Shanahan with his creativity.
So let's see who do we go with. Let's see what the Niners got our tackle situation taken care of. So we definitely could use some improvement in a lot of places. We got Mike Evans and Christian Kirk. So the receiving room is definitely there.
Horses healthy.
They won 12 games last year hurt.
They can win the whole thing next year. I mean, they're right there. If they can get these last few pieces that they're looking for, and just cross your fingers, have some good luck with the health.
Let's go.
This team's as dangerous as anyone.
12 games with a
You heard it right here first, y'all. We have a chance to win it all. This could definitely be our year, man.
And last night we saw
We just got to make sure everybody stays healthy for the most part.
Jeremiah Love to their mix. The Rams, we all know, chose Ty Simpson for the future, but they did go ahead and get Trent McDuffie with their 29th overall selection. And the Seahawks in the last pick of the night getting Jadarian Price to fill the role of their Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker, the third, now with the Kansas City.
We did take a lot of losses too. Bryce Huff to retirement, Kendrick Bourne going to Arizona.
Still trying to wrap my brain around. I was getting ready to have these words come out of my mouth. The Niners might be looking for somebody to complement Mike Evans, which still does not sound right. I mean, what a move that was for them. Think about when they get down inside the red zone, Brock Purdy having that big target to throw the football to. So
And see, yeah, Mike Evans is a big target, but like I said, we still need somebody young. This is like a 3-year deal. So I would expect the 49ers could go receiver here, but like I said, I'm sticking to the motion. I feel like they go defense here. That's what I said. Elijah Surratt. I don't know why he's 13, but like I said, there's a lot of receivers. There's a lot of talent on this board. I don't, unfortunately. No Cox. I have no Cox. Strange.
in Atlanta last year when they took 2 pass rushers in the first round. He knows how to deploy those guys.
Only the 49ers had 20. The 49ers only 20 sacks last year. Only the Jets.
Yeah, we had
Commanders, and Ravens right
few
around
defensive
the
sacks. Yeah, because we lost.
address things with David Bailey last night. This is why you're talking edge, Joel. pretty much right there.
All right. 2:40 left on the clock. Who's going to be the pick, ladies and gentlemen, for the San Francisco 49ers? Who's going to be coming out to Bang Bang Niner game? Who's going to be joining the faithful, the best team in the world, the San Francisco 49ers? Who's going to be joining us? If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, you're watching IMD's Rants NFL Draft Special Round 2. 49ers are on the clock, man. The best team in the world is on the clock right now with 2:14 left, man. 49ers can go any direction right now. We have a lot of needs on both sides of the ball. We could use a safety. We can go offensive line. We can go wide receiver. And just add to the room, man. And give Brock Purdy another weapon. So there's a lot we got going on and a lot that the 49ers can do. I feel like I say, I think they're going to stick to trying to establish more of that pass rush.
The Buffalo Bills will welcome them to the NFL draft for the first time.
As the clock continues, the pick is now in for the San Francisco 49ers.
Houston Texans are up with a pick that they got from
And
for the trade for Laramie Tunsil. The pick is
Yeah,
in, and John
that's why I
Lynch
was
is
like,
already
you
talking to
know,
somebody
you wanna
there.
come
There's
watch?
John Lynch is on the phone. Who is he on the phone with, ladies and gentlemen?
Sam,
49ers seem real happy. He's on the phone with Kyle.
If you don't like that pick, guys, you're clapping back there. You get it. You're in.
You like 49er fans? Let's see who we pick. Looks like the GM and the head coach seem to be real happy. Everybody's clapping it up in the room. Yibo V01, welcome. You are checking out the IMD's Rants NFL 2026 NFL Draft Special. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up. We're going to react to the 49ers pick that we got in the second round. We do have another pick in this round as well. We took a lot of losses. We were a banged-up football team. I did feel like we could have went tight end if we would have stayed in the first round. But once Kenyon Sadiq came off the board, because he was the main, would have been the target, I don't feel like the 49ers needed to make a move. So they decided to back out the first round, and then they are now the first pick in the second round. So we're gonna get it on and cracking. We're gonna wait for Roger Goodell to come out and announce the pick.
Coming out to do the Eagles pick, but it's Andy Lee, the old punter. Back in the days, coming out right
Andy Lee, former 49ers punter.
tonight. Start things to the stage. Get a name. Get this thing going.
This dude had quite the leg. So definitely clap it up for 49er fans. We're definitely going to see what the 49ers are going to be picking. Let's listen in, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to say it's awesome to be back in my college hometown. It was an honor to play here for 4 years, and I just want to thank the 49ers for this opportunity. I want to give a shout out to the 49er faithful, the best fans in the NFL.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
With the 33rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Dejon Stribling, wide receiver, Ole Miss.
Dejon Stribling, not a receiver that we decided we went receiver, but definitely went with Stribling.
You see there at 207 pounds.
Solid receiver, 6'2", 6'2" and a quarter. This is not a guy that necessarily I was looking at directly, and I don't even think my homeboy CG was looking at this one. So this is definitely could be a solid pick. Look, quick, fast, can get to the end zone. This is kind of a guy that Kyle's been looking for. CG Ruthless was look obviously targeting Chris Bell, but hey, Stribling looks like he's gonna be a guy that can come in and make some plays. I luckily had a guy. I had Surratt on my list. There still might be a chance that we can pick him up as well. So we do have another pick in this round. So I'm definitely like to see Dejon Stribling definitely come in and be a contributor. So this is definitely a good pick for the 49ers. I think we definitely feel the need. And I think they got the guy that they were looking for. It wasn't the guy that any 49er fans were probably looking at or targeting. But this is definitely a great pick. Dejon Stribling, welcome to the San Francisco 49ers, the best team in the world. And you got an opportunity this year to learn from some of the best receivers and the best offense and the best quarterback and coach in the game. And that's Kyle Shanahan in the San Francisco 49ers offense. So, man, congratulations and welcome.
He can play. There's no doubt 200 catches in his career. Heavy production.
Well, the pick is there.
All right, and now we're back to our division rival, the Arizona Cardinals. After making a baffling pick at running back that they're probably going to have to pay a guaranteed, from what I've heard, $54 million. Holy shit. EB, welcome. So hopefully they decide to figure out either their quarterback situation or they may possibly go defense here. Because they definitely didn't waste any time putting in the pick.
Thought there was a chance they would trade back and take a tackle. They didn't do that. Obviously, they came away with Jeremiah Love. The tackles are all gone.
And now all the good offensive tackles, yeah, definitely are all went in the first round. So you definitely got, there's still definitely a couple names out there. Trey Zune, you got Bo Stevens. But he did have a really poor, Bo Stevens had a really poor Senior Bowl performance. But his highlight film still looks pretty solid. But we got the Arizona Cardinals coming in to making their pick, second pick. So let's listen in.
Pittsburgh, what's going on? It's good to be home.
Cardinals running back James Conner took a really broke bad ankle last year.
In a 2026 NFL draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Chase Bisontis, guard, Texas A&M.
And that is definitely probably a solid pick. Like I said, they definitely need somebody to complement Jeremiah Love and James Conner, who's going to be coming off that ankle injury. So definitely, this is definitely a solid pick for the Arizona Cardinals. They definitely need to figure out their quarterback situation going into this year. With Jacoby Brissett not even showing up for the first phase of camp or anything like that, or OTAs, they could be in serious trouble. And they're going to be in the division that's got some tough teams. You got, like I said, the 49ers. You got the Rams with Matthew Stafford leading that charge. And then, of course, you got the Seattle Seahawks, who are coming off a Super Bowl victory. So at the end of the day, man, Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals either need to get their heads out their ass, or they need to go get another damn quarterback. But Chase Bisontis is definitely going to be a good pick and a solid and smart pick for the Arizona Cardinals. Definitely going to need somebody to complement and move guys around so that they can free up guys like James Conner and Jeremiah Love, who they just drafted last night in the first round. And now we got the Buffalo Bills, who are now on the clock.
So the Buffalo Bills, who traded for DJ Moore back at the new league year trading opportunity, they flipped their 2 to Chicago for that. So they didn't have a 2 at all. This is their first pick in the draft period because they moved back 3 times last night. And after they had the 26th overall pick in this draft, they improved their 3rd round pick from 91 to 66. They improved a 4th round pick from 165 to 125. They also added another 4 and another 5. So we're going to be hearing them quite a bit tomorrow. Tonight,
Deshaun Stribbin.
here's the first one. What do you think is going to happen?
Definitely not the guy any 49er fans are looking for. I wonder what the reaction are from 49er fans around. If you are in the chat, man, you are checking out IMD's Ranch. Make sure you drop your reaction in the chat, man, because we are live, man. So make sure you check it out, man. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, man. We also be doing them NBA 2K runs as well. So make sure you like, follow, subscribe as well. If you ever want to run NBA 2K26 with your boy, make sure you add that PSN. For real, for real. And then again on Wednesday, make sure you tune into the first episode of 49ers Roundup, hosted by CG and myself. We're going to be obviously putting on the show. We're going to be talking about the draft, the results of the draft after this weekend. Also, we talk about the future of what the 49ers are going to be looking like going into the regular season. And also want to talk about Brandon Ayuk a little bit. So definitely going to try to see what's going to happen with his future. So make sure you tune in to the 49ers Roundup Wednesday at 1 p.m. Buffalo Bills have now got their pick in. And it looks like somebody else is coming out to make that pick. Dude don't know where, look like he don't know where he going. Is that Jim Kelly? No, I didn't think so.
16 draft, the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, Shane Coleman. All right.
Linebacker T.J. Parker from Clemson.
T.J. Parker, yeah, he said a lot of top of.
Because of the new defense here with Jim Leonard, he'll be standing up on the edge. He'll be rushing, which he did at Clemson.
T.J. Parker, definitely a solid pick. Definitely, after losing Joey Bosa, this is going to be a guy they're going to be needing. Of course, they don't want to pay Joey Bosa a whole bunch of money, who's still sitting in free agency right now. So a lot of moves still can be made and be done. Definitely still a lot of talent in free agency as well, but then a lot of teams are going younger these days.
He's got a natural feel. You see the quick hands be able to swipe and free himself and get home. And another theme of this
Because a lot of teams ain't trying to give up $15 million for guys who've been around, probably gotten hurt, or anything in between.
last game of the year in a rivalry game against South Carolina and also in that Senior Bowl week.
Fans like numbers. Look at his 2024 numbers when you see the sack numbers, and then look at the 2025 Clemson game. South Carolina game when he had three sacks in that game.
By the way, you know who his high school coach was? Bo Nick's dad.
There you go. And dialed that play up very nicely right there.
That means he won a lot of games.
So, by the way, the first trade of the night just happened while Parker was getting drafted. The Texans moved up 2 spots. The Raiders moved down 2 spots and got a new third-round pick to their credit. The Giants are now on the clock as well.
All right, the Giants on the clock. We got a trade that just went down. And now the Houston Texans are on the clock, and their pick is already in. This is going crazy. Is this round going to go just as fast as the first round? It might. It may not. So definitely make sure you're tuning in to IMP's Rants, man. Thank you for tuning in to the 2026 NFL Draft Special, bro. We're having it out here. We're going to have some fun, have a good time, man. So make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, man. The first round was quite crazy last night. The 49ers decided to go with Dejon Stribling. If you just joined, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. Definitely going to be a guy that Kyle's going to like. Definitely going to hopefully be able to get out there, make some plays. He's got a lot of speed. So I'm definitely, nobody was looking at this guy. Everybody was looking at Denzel Boston. I had my eye on Elijah Surratt, who was still on the board. So at the end of the day, we're going to see what the 49ers are going to do with their next pick. Like I said, we still probably could improve our offensive line. Brock Purdy still does need some protection. 49ers also could use some defense. We definitely could use a defensive back, another safety possibly. So I'm definitely looking to see what they're going to do with their next pick in this same round.
One choice, one moment, one step at a time. How you feel is how you play. It starts with a click. Invisalign.
When a shopping cart smashed my headlight, we worried we'd have to fight to get paid for such a small.
Man, that's crazy, bro. A receiver that nobody was looking at, Dejon Stribling. The Houston Texans pick should be in. I'm quite interested to see what they're going to do. Are they going to go defense again? They did get some protection for C.J. Stroud. Maybe they go get him a weapon. They could bolster their defense a little bit more. Somebody to compliment Derek Stingley. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of moves that the Houston Texans could be doing right now. They did sign Will Anderson to a 103-year, $150 million deal, so that probably will help them establish a pass rush there.
Congratulations on your first.
They did get David Montgomery from Detroit in free agency, so definitely that's gonna be some move. They did get Reed Blankenship from the Eagles. Yeah, they lost a little bit. The Eagles lost a lot of pieces. This offseason too.
Defensive tackles from the Ohio State University. Commissioner invited everybody that was still in the green room to come back, and McDonald accepted. Moments ago, as you mentioned, the Raiders moved down 2 spots, got a third, flipped to 4th.
All right, so the Raiders moved back, traded back.
Which is moving up 2 spots to make this choice. The Giants, after the Texans, still on the clock. So then come the Raiders and the Browns.
Giants are now on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. It's my homeboy Robbie O's team.
Who do they jump up 2 spots to?
And definitely we'll schedule something with him, man. Definitely be talking about the AAU culture and how a lot of folks feel like it's been ruined for a number of different reasons, whether it be the NIL or other things like parents. The culture seems to be bad. So definitely I want to bring that conversation up. So definitely gonna tune in for that. So definitely once I get that scheduled out with him, we're gonna get that worked out. And we're gonna have a nice little conversation. So definitely check that out. Texans making their pick.
Billy Miller, original Houston Texan, scored the first touchdown for the Texans, both in preseason and regular season. For the record. With the 36th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Caden McDonald.
All right.
Defensive tackle, Ohio State.
And now the
Caden McDonald, defensive tackle from Ohio State. Definitely probably a smart pick for them. They probably definitely like to bolster that pass rush. D'Amico Ryans definitely believes in trying to establish a pass rush. That's kind of been his bread and butter, just like Robert Saleh, establishing the bread and butter with the pass rush. It's definitely a solid pick for the Houston Texans.
Hunter just texted each other and said thank you, and then they texted Nick Casario, the general manager, for this pick. But those tears, Joel, that we're seeing there, we're seeing different emotions from guys. This one feels like relief because of what happened yesterday. Being here and being around them, you know the possibility exists that you may not go.
You're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, and you're checking out the I Am D's Ranch NFL 2026 NFL Draft Special. Watching all these young men go to the NFL, man. 49ers went with wide receiver Deshaun Strickland at the beginning of this round. If you just joined, so definitely if you're a 49er fan, make sure you hit that like, make sure you follow, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you can hear every time I post a rant, a run, stream, 49er content, or anything in between there.
Snaps per game. It also tells you about player development. We can talk all we want about players moving around, transferring NILs, but player development matters. And Ohio State developed him, developed Arbel Reese, 1 year starters who were top draft picks.
And a nice moment he was dreaming about.
This is gonna be a solid pick by the Houston Texans.
Last night, the man he's hugging invited him to stick around. He accepted for this moment, and it is happening. Neat stuff.
He's going to make that defense better.
He's leaving the best defense in college football only to go to the best defense in the National Football League.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, Ohio State did their thing this year, man. I ain't a fan of the Buckeyes, number one, but hey, I know somebody who is. But at the end of the day,
I'm trying to give the kid his moment, sir. There you go. Congratulations to him.
Caden McDonald, man, there we go. This is what the Texans are getting. This is why they drafted him.
He is productive. He makes a ton of tackles. He frees himself and is able to locate the football. You see him here working through two blockers and navigate.
So you definitely know he's going to be getting a lot of double teams, probably in the league as well. Especially when he develops into what he possibly could be to the potential that they have for him. So definitely this is going to be a good pick. D'Amico Ryans and company seem to be very happy about this pick.
But Burke at DC is one of the absolute best. They're going to work with him on some of that pass rush as well.
Last thing you said, more meat on the bone as a pass rusher, kind of characterized this entire defensive tackle crop, I would say.
Love that girls flag football message on the wall there in the draft room of the Houston Texans. Laura Rutledge welcoming our latest to primetime.
All right, the New York Giants are on the clock. Next, you got the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns.
Stay here to have your moment. You just had a long hug with the commissioner. How would you describe this?
It's emotional, man. I know I'm supposed to be here, and I'm just so blessed. I'm just so thankful. I'm just so emotional. Like where I came from, now I'm here is a blessing.
It really is so fun to watch you experience this. You know that this Texans defense is a force to be reckoned with. How will you make a day one impact?
Got day two of the NFL.
Making it easier for the DN, and we all go together. We're going to work. I'm ready.
Thank you, Caden.
Appreciate it.
And so now the green room is empty. And we welcome Caden McDonald to the rest of the world now. Just sitting in that room all night last night. But at least he had a very short night. Gave his new logo a tap. And now he's going to go wreck the game on behalf of the Houston Texans.
I just love how the
All right, no players in the green room now. So then, as round 2 continues, the New York Giants on the clock with their round 2 37 pick.
It was Brady Quinn and it was Roger Goodell who was the new commissioner. He's like, we're not doing this anymore. He put him in his green room where there are no cameras.
And then he came out when he got picked 22nd by Cleveland. But you remember Aaron Rodgers, every facial expression documented through all those picks. I'm glad they're not doing that anymore. I congratulate the league of being conscious of taking care of those kids.
Well, that was RG1 who was basically told all partners, we're not doing that anymore. So, at any rate, the pick is now in. The Giants.
Good. That have been seen, and that would have been crazy. That like last season, I'll use like Shedeur Sanders as an example. Imagine had he'd have been there and he'd have failed 5 rounds like that, and he'd have been in the green room. Oh hell, that'd been crazy.
I'm joined here by the great O.C. Yerman-Ura. O.C. played for the Giants. What a great man he is. With the 37th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Colton Hood, defensive back, Tennessee. Way to go, Colton.
Yeah, the Giants have collected now.
Colton Hood, defensive back for the New York Giants. This is a need that the Giants have had. Now they might solidify something on their in the defensive backfield. Didn't get a lot of turnovers, lost a lot of key games as well. And some of them, I believe, were by a close margin, man, up until Jackson Dart got hurt last year. And then they didn't have a really bad stint with Russell Wilson. So at the end of the day, this is going to be a solid pick for the New York Giants. And this is like I said, this is a need, and they definitely feel this tonight. You look at the highlights, so definitely we see what he's doing. It seems like John Harbaugh and company are really happy. John Martin happy about that. So this is definitely gonna be I feel like they definitely feel the need here. They do have a lot of talent offensively. You got Cam Scatterboot going to be coming back from injury. Jackson Dart's got solid. You still got Malik Nayers also coming back from injury as well. So at the end of the day,
his development and pushing forward, moving into the NFL.
ladies and gentlemen, the New York Giants are going to look like they're going to be a solid squad. They do got a lot of talent with their pieces that they do have. So the New York Giants could be a dangerous team coming up if they seem to get together and stay healthy. A lot of teams in the NFL are dangerous if certain teams stay healthy, with maybe an exception of quite a few.
Now, I know Arvell Reese was a starter just this year for the first time, but
all right, another pick is in for the Las Vegas Raiders, who I said were next on the clock.
the last 2 years,
Still a lot of talent on the board.
both of those guys can go. Right. I mean, if you would name the best disruptors potentially in the Big Ten over the last 2 years, those would be 2 of the first names out of your mouth.
I would totally agree with that.
Now they're on the same team. But Brian Burns, by the way, and for the moment, Kayvon Thibodeau. So the Raiders are celebrating. Here is Matt Millen.
Matt Millen, man, that's a former Niner and Raider right there.
How you doing out there? It's great to be here. Let me just say, I would be remiss without bringing up the late, great Willie Brown when he would tell all of you
Happy Mother's Day.
to remember your mother on Mother's Day. This is coming right up. All you guys, take her to dinner, grab her some flowers, tell her you love her, and remind her that with the 38th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Trayden Stoops, defensive back.
This is definitely a need for the Raiders. No matter which way you go, the Raiders are that bad. They need help all over. Both sides of the ball, they probably need help in the front office too. So this is definitely a good pick no matter which way you go for the Las Vegas Raiders. They need help. They have no playmakers no matter which way you go, outside of the exception of, of Max Crosby, who is the only big name over there, and Ashton Jeanty. The Raiders need help. And this definitely opens up the offense for them. Actually, more or less opens up the defense for these guys. And they got somebody who can get them the ball back. So Trayton Stukes definitely a solid pickup. Probably somebody that the Niners probably could have targeted as well, because the 49ers do need a safety. There's a bunch of plethora of defensive players out there. 4 more picks coming up: Browns, Chiefs, Bengals, and Saints. So make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, man. Omar Nighthawk, welcome, man. You are checking out I Am D's Rants. We are streaming the NFL Draft, man. Appreciate you pulling up. If you just tuned in, if you don't know who the 49ers picked, it was Deshaun Stribling, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. So definitely, man, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. We're going to have some fun out here tonight, man. And make sure you also tune in on Wednesday at 1 p.m. for the first episode of 49ers Roundup, hosted by myself and CG Ruthless. We're going to be talking about the draft. We're going to be talking about what the future of the 49ers is going to be looking like now that we've added Deshaun Stribling to the offense and what that could potentially look like. We'll also be talking a little bit about the future of Brandon Ayuk, though he's been a distraction and making all kinds of crazy cryptic posts. We're going to be talking about all that and what could be the future for him, if there is one at all in the NFL. So make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, man, to I Am D's Rants. If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Appreciate everybody pulling up.
Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collar stays stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. And that's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos lets you get life insurance in minutes. 100%
You're just gonna leave
online,
this stuff
no
out?
medical exam.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
You should probably maybe put
Half
them in the
protection is
refrigerator.
not enough. Using just an antivirus online is also not enough. Get better protection from online threats. Get NordVPN now.
So, some notable second-round draft choices. Steeler fans used to know this guy around here. George Pickens.
All right, Cleveland Browns pick is in. I'm really curious about that quarterback situation. What y'all think in the chat? Think Shador's going to beat out Deshaun Watson, or is it going to be the other way around?
National Football League regular season campaign. Buffalo Bills, just to name 2. Moments ago, Texans fans celebrating with Caden McDonald. Fun stuff. Inside the draft hall, all the way at the front of the parking lot. We're at the back. At the back with a nice view of the proceedings and all the fans that are here. The Browns moments ago, clapping for somebody. They're clapping for somebody.
Why is it anytime the Browns make a pick, don't nobody in there look enthusiastic at all?
You got to follow with the back pat. When you miss the first fist count, a fist count is not enough. You got to double that up.
Yeah, double down on the tap.
Yeah, you got to double up. You got to double down on the dap.
Very good.
Now this is an opportunity for the Cleveland Browns to get a weapon on offense. They could make a move on defense. They did get some protection.
Hello. What's up, Pittsburgh? We are here to announce the 39th pick for my Cleveland Browns. With the 39th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Denzel Boston, wide receiver.
And you go and get a weapon. Definitely a smart move. This is who the 49ers had targeted, apparently, or who a lot of 49er content creators and like that had targeted. So at the end of the day, this is definitely going to be a good pick for either whoever's going to be quarterback over there, whether it's Shador Sanders or whether it's Deshaun Watson we have yet to see that, but they definitely got a weapon going with Isaiah Bond. You definitely got some weapons over there now.
Denzel Boston's going to play outside as a big, smooth, fluid mover with a big catch radius. You see down here in the red zone for a big guy, able to get in and out of breaks, and this is what he does. Uses that strength and power, get away from press, and look at how strong his hands are to finish down the field. 50-50 balls, back shoulder throws. Again, I think they found a beautiful...
And I can see why CG Ruthless and a lot of other 49er content creators had this guy in the first round at 27. But the 49ers did feel the need that once most of the talent in the first round dissipated, it was the right move. And now let's see what the Kansas City Chiefs do. They are now on the board and on the clock. Let's see what my ladies team decided to do after trading up 3 spots for a guy that they could have got at the spot they were originally at. But this is probably why they did stack a few other picks later in the round that turned out to be pretty solid. But definitely that was still a questionable move at the beginning. Well, let's see what the Kansas City Chiefs do with this pick. They could have had an opportunity to draft Kenyon Sadiq as well last night, and they didn't do that either.
With the 40th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select R. Mason Thomas.
Mason Thomas, like I said, the Kansas City Chiefs kept trying to get somebody to go with Chris Jones. They did that last night as well, and I guess they're going to continue on that trend by getting R. Mason Thomas.
An interior pass rusher in Peter Woods, and now they get someone who can really be a fastball and fly off the edge and plays with
The Chiefs did take a lot of tough losses. Patrick Mahomes getting hurt at the end of the year definitely didn't help them. So definitely this is going to be a move to bolster their defense. They lost both their corners to the Rams. This is definitely a smart pick because they definitely need to establish pass rush outside of Chris Jones. They need a guy to get back there and also make plays. And Chris Jones does need some help on that defensive line. You get Delane, you get Woods, and now you get R. Mason Thomas. So definitely this turned out to be some smart moves by the Chiefs by trading back out of that first round and from that 9th pick, or trading up to do that. Definitely get Chris Jones some help, and looks like they've got that. Chiefs look like they could be definitely a dangerous team coming into next season, especially if Patrick Mahomes tends to stay healthy.
Thomas plays with that type of energy coming off the edge. Signature play last year, Owen Heineke, who ended up leaving the draft, forces the fumble at Tennessee. Thomas picks it up, gets himself hurt on the play, but you saw everything you wanted in the terms of the hustle.
That defense was one of the best defenses in all of college football. Really led them to the college football playoff, and he had great production.
Absolutely.
25 tackles for loss and 17 sacks in his career. Great effort player. He does have to avoid the injuries. He's had some injuries
got time right now.
the last 3 seasons, but when healthy, he's a dominant player.
All right, we're waiting on 2 picks. The Saints just chose. The Dolphins are now on the
Yeah, I'll do that soon.
about to make their pick as the sun is setting here in
All right, the Cincinnati Bengals have got their pick in.
opportunity for Steelers fans to boo them.
Definitely interested what they do.
Pennsylvania. This is a defensive player, right? As the day is long. And the
They definitely went. I believe they
defensive player.
Cincinnati!
Oh boy.
With the 41st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Cassius Howell, defensive end, Texas.
And that is another guy that's the 49ers, who CG actually really wanted. CG Ruthless really wanted this guy, whether it would have been at 27 or with the first pick of the 2nd round. Cassius Howell was supposed to be a guy that could get to the quarterback, make plays. And now clearly you can see from the tape that he can do that. So unfortunately for CG Ruthless and myself, both targets that we really wanted the 49ers to actually grab did not happen. So we're definitely going to have to have a conversation about that on Wednesday as well. Because the guys that we both wanted, it seems like the 49ers did not want their motherfucking ass.
Great bend, great dip. Kind of the Von Miller move from Texas A&M. And then Howell, he just goes after and plays with extreme passion.
So that's the first pick of the draft for them because they added Dexter Lawrence just a couple of days before the draft. So
Oh, they did. Oh. Yeah, because that's right. Because the 49ers ended up getting Cam Sample from them in free agency. So, yeah, they lost Cam Sample. We picked him up. And then they go and draft. Ooh, damn. The New Orleans Saints is on the board. Their pick is in.
The Dolphins are midway through their first pick of the night. I mean, Marcus Colston, one of Hofstra's finest, coming out here.
A 7th rounder.
Marcus Colston, man. Now that dude was a dangerous receiver, bro, for them. I ain't mad. That dude had game. He was one of those guys that kept the game close.
With the 42nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Christian Miller, D tackle, Georgia.
Christian Miller, this is going to be a solid pick. They definitely need to establish a pass rush here.
We've seen a couple of them, McDonald and now Miller, come off the board. This dude, man, he's going to be one of the first off the bus. You can see why he was a big-time coveted recruit. Massive size, 321 pounds on that almost 6'4" frame. He can work through contact at the line of scrimmage and also flashes some of this quickness, slip a block and make a play in the backfield. Showing you that athleticism, the energy and the effort. They say when you talk to the coaches at Georgia, you can hear this guy at practice before you see him. He is a very boisterous, loud guy who loves to play ball, and that's something I'm sure Coach Staley's going to enjoy coaching.
I interviewed him on the radio, and you know where he did an interview from? The Stairmaster. He's actually doing the stair climber, doing the interview. He's working. I love it.
That's impressive. Got to get your steps in. Dolphins, Jets, Ravens, Bucks. When we come back here for night 2, mid-second round.
In my playlist.
Hey Mercedes, play Josh's playlist. The luxurious tranquility of a jelly.
That was nice while it lasted.
Welcome to your happy place. Welcome home. See your Mercedes-Benz dealer for special offers on the jelly.
Spring, the unofficial new year for tool people. A time to start new jobs, tackle new projects, and stock up on new tools at Harbor Freight. Whether you're a pro or just like doing things yourself, we've got the quality tools and savings to start your new year off right. So come celebrate spring savings at Harbor Freight.
No.
Tonight, in your spacious La Quinta suite, you can be the agent of destruction. We get it.
All right. You're welcome.
Demolish that personal record. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine.
Get the latest Galaxy for $0.
All right.
And use circle to search with Google to swipe a
Looks like the Miami Dolphins are on the clock.
Take a shower here soon.
And with the Dolphins, they could use help on both sides of the ball. After losing Jalen Phillips, you trade Tua Tagovailoa to the Falcons. So you get a pick, and I think I believe they might have got Malik Willis a weapon last night. So hopefully they may go defense here. So definitely see for Dolphins fans, should be excited for what they could possibly pull off.
$10 for a large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice of hot crust. Like our new garlic parm hand tossed. Because there's crust and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
We're all unreasonable about something. For us, it's creating an uncompromisingly delicious bourbon. Handcrafted, consciously made. Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
Wake up! It's time to talk football!
Right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Never coming down from this experience.
You've been dreaming of this moment your whole life.
It's all happening right here on Good Morning Football.
This is the road to the NBA Finals on ESPN and ABC. Greatness is up for grabs, and it's all happening now.
Just win.
The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN and ABC.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, man, you are checking out the IMD's Ranks NFL Draft 2026 special. We're checking out the NFL Draft, man. The 49ers went with wide receiver Deshaun Stribling out of Ole Miss. Definitely was a piece that Kyle Shanahan needed. Definitely a piece that we could definitely use. So definitely we're going to be talking more about that. So make sure you also tune in on Wednesday at 1 p.m. for the first episode of 49ers Roundup, hosted by CG Ruthless and myself. We're going to be talking about the future of what the 49ers are going to be looking like going into the regular season. We're also going to be talking about what happened in the draft, some of the baffling picks. Definitely we'll be talking about what is going to be going on with Brandon Ayuk and what his future holds. The Miami Dolphins now have got their pick in. They seem to be celebrating. So we're going to go listen in and see what the pick is. Yeah, they got Caden Proctor. Yeah, he is I believe, an offensive line.
Using the choice that they got from Denver and trading them Jalen Waddle, they moved up 3 spots and took the corner out of San Diego State, Chris Johnson. Now we're going to find out who they added. So they've gone tackle and corner.
Yeah, like I said, they went with a tackle last night, so definitely they look to protect Malik Willis, who they signed in free agency to a huge contract after letting go of Tua Tagovailoa. So let's listen to the pick.
With the 43rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker, Texas Tech.
All right, they need to go draft a linebacker. This is probably a smart move after losing Jalen Phillips to the Philadelphia Eagles and trading him last season. This is definitely going to be a solid replacement. Who knows what the league holds for him? But definitely we're going to see the highlight in the film. The guy they said is former quarterback, so that definitely knows he's going to be watching the tape a lot.
Miami Dolphins are going to get some turnovers off of this. I mean, it is accurate. Boom. It's just a short little jab there, and he's able to get the football out. Again, you have that ball loose, he's coming to get it. It wasn't just during the season. He did it at the Senior Bowl as well in practices. He just has a knack for it. So beware.
So, yeah, if you're looking, Miami Dolphins fans, if you were looking at him as a linebacker, I think you might have got yourselves a solid pick. You got a guy that could probably create turnovers for your defense. So definitely Miami's defense could be tough, but he's still going to have to go through the growing pains of the league and the speed of the league. So we're going to see what happens, and we definitely know he could be susceptible to what offenses do, but at the end of the day, this guy used to play quarterback, so he could be what offenses could do. So this is a solid pick for the Miami Dolphins. They also got Chris Johnson last night as well. So they've gone solid and mostly stuck to defense in this draft. Caden Proctor definitely was a protection move for Malik Willis. So definitely making sure they're going to be solid going into this season. All right, now we got a trade between the Lions and the Jets. Here it comes, Megatron. What's going on, Megatron?
He looks like he can still play. He was on my show today. I can confirm that.
What up, though, Pittsburgh? With the 44th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Derek Moore, defensive end, Michigan.
Rich, hey, we've entered the chat. Yeah, I don't know. Now that leaves Colorado and Appalachian State left now.
Derek Moore, another guy that
that's worked out quite well in the past.
had the Niners targeted. But at the end of the day, there you go. We got the. Honestly, I think that's the first Michigan player off the board. To be honest, that's the first Michigan player. Half of Ohio State squad came off the board. This is the first Michigan player. What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen?
Michigan on the other side, and he's going to provide some serious power opposite of Aiden Hutchinson.
I mean, 10 sacks, and he was a captain for that team. You know that they run that Raven style of defense that Harbaugh brought to there. So hard edges, that was the whole thing that made Hutchinson so good, and that's certainly what Derek Moore was able to give them as well.
Now they get some, and with this pick of Derek Moore, they also get some guy that complements Aiden Hutchinson. Established more of a pass rush, so the Lions have always been good. They're a scrappy football team, so this guy definitely gonna be a scrapper for them as well, especially under Dan Campbell. If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, and you're checking out IMD's Rants, we are checking out the NFL Draft 2026. Man, make sure you tune in, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. We're gonna be reacting to picks to every player in the second round. The 49ers do have a couple of picks in this round as well. 49ers definitely probably should go defense with this next pick here. Probably could find a gem in the 4th round as well. And if you just tuned in and if you want to know who the 49ers picked up, if you're a 49er fan, the 49ers picked up wide receiver Deshaun Stribling from Ole Miss, 6'2", 180. Definitely got some speed. Definitely gonna be a guy who's got a solid route tree. Definitely could be the replacement for Brandon Ayuk going forward. So definitely, man, make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, man. We also gonna be doing streams of NBA 2K. We also gonna be getting ready to stream Ready or Not. Gonna run the first time with me, man. Definitely appreciate that. And if you got Ready or Not, make sure you join up on that as well. So we're going to be doing a little bit of everything, man. We also going to be making the switch on our design that's going on, our background, new backdrop, new design, everything, new logos. We doing it all, man. We changing up, man. We trying to go for the future here, man. Trying to be successful at this. And we have some fun with it, too. For the most part, man. We're doing it for the love of the game, love for the content. And love of just being able to have an opportunity to do this in front of y'all. So definitely appreciate it.
We'll get there.
If you're an executive, then this shirt is a must-have in your closet. Outside of floppy colors and shirts that accumulate bad sweat stains. So I got these shirts on TV, and I don't have to worry about any of that anymore. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to these immediate. These shirts are really good brand.
And if you're watching on there, make sure you share the live as well.
I got rid of so many problem players waiting.
Trying to share that live, y'all.
Uncomfortable long sleeves, and the colors stay stiff all day. Get 20% off using code TV on colorsandco.com.
This isn't your average pill. This is Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks. Rose Sparks.
Rose Sparks is a fast-acting solution because it dissolves under your tongue. Rose Sparks. Guys, get started today. Connect with
If you have thoughts, opinions, or anything that's going on with this NFL draft, man, make sure you drop that in the comment section.
So tell us, what do you want? I want a peppercorn aioli Whopper.
It's that big Swiss and peppercorn aioli. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
Hey, the league just announced a schedule nugget with the Ravens now on the clock. They're playing the Cowboys Week 3, September 27th, for the first ever game for the NFL in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, at the iconic Maracanã Stadium. I think I said that right.
I like it. I'm not going to argue with you.
I think
46 field game, Ravens and Cowboys.
I'm gonna have to learn Portuguese, yeah. Oh, you think Ravens and Cowboys sounds like a Nashville ball game on CBS?
You saw CBS 425. That's a lot.
Saw Rich in Brazil last year for a ball game. Oh, jeez, that's a long flight. It's a long flight.
All right, looks like the Ravens pick is in.
Was the Ravens tweeting put on the clock?
They did get Olivier Ayoni, some protection for Lamar Jackson. So this could be a weapon for Lamar Jackson. This also could be a defensive player.
So the Lions just chose Derek Moore out of Michigan. We're waiting on the Ravens announcement. Then there's the Bucs, and then there's the Colts. I believe McAfee's announcing the Colts pick, so that shall be entertaining. And here's the booze. Oh my goodness! Let's not boo children.
They booing Jamal Lewis. They booing the kids. What's going on, dog? That's wild. Yeah, they in Pittsburgh. That's why. They don't like your ass. That's why they booing you. That's crazy. God, bros, they own them, dog. If you're a Steelers fan, bro, you got little kids out here in the world telling you y'all suck. Damn, fix y'all shit. That's funny as hell.
Thanks to the efforts from my Baltimore Ravens and the MPSSAA, they launched a program in 2023 that can make this day possible. They are here today celebrating a state sanction that passed for high school girls flag football in Maryland, officially making it a state championship sport. Congratulations.
They still booing some of them. Zion Young get an edge, get a linebacker. This is definitely a move that the Ravens definitely need, because the Ravens definitely faltered defensively at the end of the season, along with Lamar Jackson and company as well. Y'all lost Isaiah Likely. So definitely, this is definitely a good move for the Baltimore Ravens.
Someone who is very strong at the point of attack. Zion Young is going to knock you back, especially when you can give him a little bit of a runway. If he get a little bit of a runway to get built up and going, he can really knock you back into the quarterback. Here's the power through the contact. Get your hands on him, and he's able to work through it. And tight ends, you're not going to block him. Just forget it. You better bring somebody else to help him, because he destroys tight ends on a consistent basis. Here's some of that power we discussed, CD. You saw that in Mobile with a lot of these rushers. It's a unique class in that these pass rushers, primarily it's power. We've had a couple speed guys. We saw Howell earlier tonight, but the majority of these guys are heavy-handed power rushers.
Which means there's room for them to grow as rushers, because the power works very well in college. Not as much consistently in the NFL level, but that's what Zion Young's about, Joel. He wants to shock you out of the gate and set the tone and then operate off of that.
I'll tell you, that defense looks very good, gentlemen, and that's nothing new to the Bulls.
That defense is going to look crazy. They did get Trey Henderson, and they still have Roquan Smith, Marlon Humphrey, and Kyle Hamilton. That defense could look really, really good with that piece right there. All right, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back on the clock, and their pick is in. And we got Rondé Barber out there with the pick.
How about the way he revolutionized what you do at the corner position?
All right, y'all, I'm going to take off my host hat and put on my Bucks hat. How about that? All right, the Bucks with the 46th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft. And I am very, very happy to say this, because I might make some Philadelphia fans a little bit upset. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Josiah Trotter, linebacker, Missouri.
Like I said, Josiah Trotter.
Yeah, this one a little earlier than I thought he would come off the board, but you look at the size of big linebacker.
6'1", 178, 237 pounds. Josiah Trotter, is he I'm guessing Jeremiah Trotter's either son? I'm guessing. I'm taking a stab in the dark on that one. Let me know in the chat or in the comment section. Let me know. Josiah Trotter. Yep, that's Pops. That's what I thought, son. Answer my own question. Never mind, chat.
The reason
If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, man, you are checking out IMD's Ranch. We are checking out the We are checking out the NFL Draft 2026 in Pittsburgh. Live watching these players get drafted, getting reactions, whether these are good picks, smart picks. At the end of the day, there's going to be another trade going down, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers are currently on the clock.
But they just traded down all the way down 6 spots. And they got a Steelers 5th round selection, a couple of them, to move down these 6 spots and delay their.
So who did the Pittsburgh Steelers trade up to get, ladies and gentlemen? The Pittsburgh Steelers just traded up.
Yeah, I'm just looking through in my top 50 list. Offensively, if I only got one player left, and that's Jeremy Bernard. When you get over the defensive side of the ball, there's a lot of corners to pick from. So if you're playing that game, CD, you could look in that direction.
When does Jermon McCoy come off the board? Last year,
That's when somebody's got to get comfortable with the knee.
right? Because the knee injury last year was Will Johnson with Michigan, and he ended up going down to 47, 48 before he came off the board.
Yeah, he
So
slid down a little bit.
we got to find out what happens with Jermon McCoy, who would be the highest rated corner, I believe, on your board right now.
Well, don't forget that they were planning to choose Mekhi Lemon until Howie Roseman ruined that party from the eastern part of the Commonwealth, and they chose tackle Maxi Hanachor. So maybe they will go receiver here.
Bernard does a lot of the same things that Lemon does. And they can play inside opposite those 2 trees they have on the outside, and Pittman and Metcalf.
Let's see if this is the pick. But the Falcons on the clock to make their first choice of the draft.
Atlanta Falcons on the clock with their first pick.
Good evening, everybody. With the 47th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select
Jeremy Bernard.
Well, this is what they called out.
Nice shot. Beautiful. Fans
6'1" in the quarter, 206, ran a 4.48 in the combine.
about being a wide receiver drafted by the Steelers in front of all these folks. And the pick's announced by
And this is a guy, this is an Alabama guy. You know, most of these Alabama players, man, they go through more like the pro style type systems. Alabama's probably the closest team to an NFL team that is in college right now. So this is definitely going to be a need for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Somebody that can complement DK Metcalf. Somebody another target for Aaron Rodgers. So this could be a win-win for them.
He's a real crisp route runner, and when he gets the ball in his hands, he looks like a running back. He's built powerfully that way, and you see it with some of this physical yak that he gives you. Breaking tackles, stiff arms, fighting for extra yards. Think about that in that stadium that's right behind us. And the creativity, you want to be able to flip him the ball in reverse, put him at Wildcat, which they did some there at Alabama. He's going to expand your playbook, and for not getting Mekhi Lemon, I think this is a heck of a rebound to turn around and get Jeremy Bernard.
He's got great awareness in the middle of the field. In a lot of those clips, you can see him settling down in space. He's got that idea of where the coverage is, where he can settle down, create a target for his quarterback, led the team in.
All right, now the Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. Look like this offense got Michael Pittman. They did get it. Max Ellis, Iron Chore, which is definitely going to be a protection move for Aaron Rodgers as well. Jalen Warren's still solid running back as well for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So definitely this could be a potentially good offense. Like I said, for most NFL teams, bro, you got to stay healthy. Got to stay healthy. The best ability is availability. Got to be available, bro. Got to be on the field. Falcons are on the clock next. If you're just watching, man, or you're tuning in, make sure you're watching. If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, man, you're checking out IMD's Rants. We are checking out the NFL Draft, 2nd round. If you're just tuning in also, if you don't know who the 49ers have selected, the 49ers selected wide receiver Dejon Stribling out of Ole Miss. So make sure that definitely wasn't the guy that no 49er fan expert or anybody else had targeted. Was definitely high up on the board as well. Even over the guy that I thought I had my eye on, which is Elijah Surratt, who is still on the board. So definitely going to be an opportunity. He's going to get an opportunity to go somewhere. He's definitely going to be on a solid team because I feel like he's a solid receiver. So I'm definitely kind of tuned in to see where he's going to end up. I feel like he's pretty much underrated. And it might be for a reason. A lot of folks from the experts say he's not that quick. But definitely he's got sure hands, big body receiver. And if you would compare him, they say he gets that Keenan Allen comparison a lot. So definitely like to see where he ends up. He did have Fernando Mendoza throwing him the ball as well, along with Omar Cooper Jr., who just got picked up in the first round. So we'll definitely, or I think he did get picked up tonight, actually. But either way, he did get picked earlier. So at the end of the day, we're going to see what's going to go down. Michael Penix Jr. did tear ACL. I'm interested to see what the Falcons do. And that's part of the reason why they did get Tua Tagovailoa and let go of Kirk Cousins, who basically went out and robbed the Raiders. Well done. Because you always got to give him some kind of crazy amount of money. Just for him to be a starter for you is crazy work. And they went and got him some talent as well. So at the end of the day, man, Falcons could be looking up. They still got Drake London at receiver. So they definitely need some guy to either complement their offense or definitely a defensive piece that could be an impact.
With the 61st pick of the Super Bowl, the National Football League selects ESPN. You're on the clock. Hey, congratulations on your first Super Bowl.
All right, ESPN's hosting the Super Bowl this year.
We're back here in Pittsburgh, PA, and the Falcons are entering.
The Falcons are on the clock. We're going to see who they add. They got their pick in. Let's see who the Dirty Birds pick.
Whose status is up in the air, to say the least. And now here we have the 48th overall pick in this draft. Coming out, it's Michael Turner from the Northern Illinois. The burner.
Michael Turner.
I see my Chargers fans right now.
He looks great.
Yeah, I represent Atlanta, but it's always bumped up. But bumped up the rise up, baby. And tomorrow go stand at home watching. I see y'all out there too. Now let's get down to business. With the 48th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select from the bloodline, Avion Terrell, DB, Clemson.
All right, so
That's definitely a good pick.
brother of AJ. I mean,
Avion Terrell, definitely a cornerback. Atlanta definitely needs help on that defensive side of the ball. They give up a lot of yards defensively. So at the end of the day, they definitely need somebody that could probably make some plays for them in that defensive backfield.
everybody is celebrating because it's one less play fight for them to try to have to maybe split up on Sundays, right? They can go to one place now.
Don't have to wear a split jersey, just one jersey.
And he's also pretty darn good.
He is a good player. He's my top 50, and he's quick-footed. He's not as big as his brother, but he's very smooth and fluid. You referenced that combine workout earlier, Rich. It was outstanding, and you can see it in all of his movement. He's very tough and feisty. If you're going to be a little bit undersized, you got to play bigger. He absolutely does. He is not afraid, as we like to say, to stick his face in the fan. He is very physical. He's very tough, very competitive. That is awesome.
And 2020, there he was, celebrating his brother being selected.
And that's crazy. He gets to play with his brother. So Avion Terrell gets to play with his brother AJ in Atlanta. So definitely a good opportunity for both of them to play with each other.
Pick of the second round. Can't make it up.
That is so cool. And DJ, those two together in the secondary,
All right, there's going to be another trade that's gone down. The Carolina Panthers are now on the clock.
He is a really good blitzer. Don't worry about the 40 time. He plays much faster. He was not healthy when he put that 4-6 down.
They got Monroe Freeling last night in the first round. Definitely some protection for Bryce Young.
He had 8 forced fumbles, so this guy's got the production, but I agree with you, Charles. In the slot, I think he would be great because of that blitzing acumen, getting into the backfield and being disruptive.
That's so cool. It really is so cool. I mean, Matt Ryan celebrating. I mean, Arthur Blanch's got to love it. You know, I mean, the PR staff's got to love it. I mean, who doesn't love brothers playing together? It's pretty cool.
That's so awesome.
And based on what you reported yesterday, Rich, one piece of that puzzle may get reinserted.
Yes, correct.
For James Pierce, if everything goes correctly for him with his off-the-field issues.
So the Carolina Panthers just moved up 2 spots. The Vikings traded down. Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, that is fire. Same team as his brother. Good stuff. Football is family, they say. The Jets are now on the
Yeah, when you get to play with your brother, bruh, and stuff like that, that's cool shit. Especially when y'all was doing it when y'all was little. All right, best available, man. There's still a lot of good names out there.
19th overall last night. Monroe Freeling, the tackle out of Georgia.
Always scouting, Rich. That's an elite mullet right there. Don't sleep on that. That is legit.
That's why he's one of the fan of the year candidates.
Is that Jennings Dunker elite?
It seems like the party was in the front there too.
Everybody on Jennings Dunker. Is it the mullet? Or is it the fact that he was doing like this with his hands out? It was crazy. I saw that shit.
With the 49th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the reigning NFC South champions, Carolina Panthers.
Yo, 79 ass. Shut your ass up, Jake DeLong.
Nose tackle, Texas Tech. Keep pounding.
Oh, they got themselves a big nose tackle. And that first play of the Oregon game, that's the first game I watched, and I couldn't unsee it. I was like, what's wrong with this guy? Why is there not more buzz and more talk about his game? He was talking about as a mid-round pick. When you flip on that game, this is the very first play of the game. Tell me if this looks good for a guy who's 330 pounds, just chucking a dude. And
Damn.
the running back for a tackle for loss, and he made
All right. Big man moving. I see you. Big old token little dude making tackles. We see you.
when he was able to keep his pads low, that was his whole challenge. Keep your pads low, and they couldn't block him. I mean, he was so explosive. Now, Charles, I don't understand how in the world his vertical jump was as low as it was. I know that spooked a lot.
318 pounds. Were you expecting to jump, bruh?
Yeah, he was at UCF and then ended up at Texas.
Bruh, the dude is 318. You all really want that motherfucker to jump? Stop playing, bruh. Get his hands up is one thing, but jumping? For a dude to push him on his back and do something and then he get hurt? Make that make sense. All right. Jets, Vikings, Packers, Colts.
The 2026 NFL schedule is about to drop. Let's go, baby. Get ready for what's coming your way. Debuts.
The Jets going to be looking really good. Definitely getting the tight end of the future in Kenyon Sadiq. That is definitely a good move for them. So definitely, I'm gonna be watching teams with very interest, man. It's kind of gotten that way over the last couple of years, man. You always find somebody that you like, kind of start watching them. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna be watching teams with vast interest because a lot of these players are very talented, man. And some of these players and a lot of these guys are gonna be making an impact immediately. Somebody's gonna be sitting back, learning. And it's some teams do that, and you get it, and you understand why. And then sometimes you just like, damn, dude, he's got to be on the field like immediately. Like, yeah, he's that good. So definitely check that out, man. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to I Am D's Ranch, man. We are checking out the NFL draft, man. We're sitting at 4.2K likes on TikTok, so make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Make sure you share the live. We out here having some fun with it, so man, if you want to drop your thoughts, opinions, or anything like that, make sure you do so in the comment section. I'm here to answer all your NFL questions, give you my thoughts and opinions on that. Make sure you also tune in on Wednesday at 1 p.m. for the first episode of 49ers Roundup, where I'll be on with your boy CG Ruthless. And we're going to be having some fun with it, man.
Global Airport Lounge Network. And lets you savor every bite with dining benefits at over 10,000 US
Round. Got the second round of the NFL draft. Alex Bazan, welcome. Actually, that's my lawyer. That's what's up. Appreciate you joining up. Thank you for joining on the live stream.
Official payments partner of the NFL.
You're checking out the NFL draft. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. We'll be back on streaming ready or not. And we will also be possibly back also streaming NBA 2K26. I ain't been on with my homeboys in a while. I guess one of my homeboys fans went out. That was my homeboy, Mr. Gaines' fan, went out on his Xbox. So he'll be back pretty soon here. He also made him a new build, got him an ISO sniper now. So I'm definitely looking to see how I could complement that build. So then make sure you check that out, man. We're gonna be back there. Definitely gonna be looking forward to streaming ready or not for y'all. Might even be able to do that tonight once the draft is complete. So I'm looking forward to putting on a live stream for you guys. Streaming some of that game. And definitely, like I said, make sure you tune in on Wednesday at 1 p.m. We definitely gonna be talking about streaming the first episode of 49ers Roundup, hosted by CG Ruthless and myself. Definitely gonna be thankful for the opportunity to do so as well, man. So make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to that. And the Jets pick is in. So definitely looking to see what the Jets are going to do. They definitely are building an offense for the future. Definitely got with Geno Smith. He did not have a solid year, as I stated yesterday. Curtis Martin, that's a long time coming.
Listen, I grew up in a little town not too far from here called Homewood. And so I just want to take a brief moment to thank many of you in this crowd tonight, but the entire city of Pittsburgh for all of the love and support that you've given me throughout my career. Thank you. Now with the 50th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select D'Angelo Pons, DB from Indiana.
All right, like I said, this is Aaron Glenn is trying to definitely improve this defense. He's lost games by close margins and had to bench Justin Fields for an extent. I think he also got a concussion during last season. So definitely this is going to be a guy that Aaron Glenn needs to use to improve his defense. This is guy looks like he's going to be a guy who can create turnovers, make plays, cover guys, break up passes. And guys like corners that could do that. Get in there and make a tackle. We love corners. People love corners that can get in there and do that. Fans love that. So definitely, if you want to get a guy in there that can get in there in the backfield tackle from what you just saw right there, definitely, is this going to be a good pick for the Jets? Getting the edge, getting a new tight end, getting a receiver, and then you go back defense again. This Jets team could be a really good Jets team in the near future, or even this coming season. So watch out for the Jets, bro. Especially if they get it together quickly.
Away from Pons and put all the numbers to the field because he knew his 5'9" corner could take away the entire half of the field. That's how competitive he was. That's how good he was in coverage. And you talk about not having an interception last year. This guy's got ball production. You saw that first snap against Oregon. He is an excellent player, and I would agree with you. He might be short, but he plays big.
If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, man, you are checking out I Am These Rants. We are streaming the NFL Draft, the second round. And if you missed out on who the 49ers picked, it was Deshaun Stribling, wide receiver out of Ole Miss, 6'1", got a lot of speed, pure hands, So definitely we're going to be talking about Deshaun Stripley more on 49ers Roundup and welcoming him into the team. So definitely a great opportunity for Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers, also replacing Brandon Ayuk and trying to see if they can get something out of him. But at the end of the day, even if you trade him, I do not feel that he may not play in the league anymore. I'll be talking more about that. Somebody can tell me I'm wrong. If somebody else can tell me I'm crazy. But we could all be talking about that on 49ers Roundup, so make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to I Am These Rants. Make sure you also like, follow, and subscribe to CG Ruthless on all social media platforms. And now here's the pick for the Minnesota Vikings.
With the 51st pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Jake Golday, linebacker, Cincinnati. Welcome, brother.
Yeah, this is an off-the-ball, tall, rangy linebacker. Bobby Okereke is who he reminded me of when he was coming out of college. You see that speed and you see the physicality. When you're over 6'4", almost 240 pounds, and you can really run and carry guys down the slot to go along with some of that range off the edge, you'll see him rush at times, that versatility. You know, think about Van Der Esch.
How fast can you get sideline to sideline? That's what we want to see.
So, again, we saw these long-range linebackers. Sonny Styles goes off the board in the top 10. Another version of that here in the second round.
And you talk about that range, being able to cover in the passing game.
Definitely a pick by the Vikings that they probably needed. Definitely needed to improve upon their defense. They kind of stick to the trend. Their offense is solid with Justin Jefferson. They got a solid running game. So I definitely believe that the Vikings sticking to defense is going to be the wave here. And then the Packers will be making their first pick of this draft.
The 2026 NFL Draft is presented by.
And then once this draft is complete, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, definitely. And then I'll be back probably streaming either NBA 2K or Ready or Not. If you want to see either one, let me know in the chat while the draft is still going on. I'll definitely make a decision based on what y'all want me to run. But make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to I Am These Rants. We are sitting at 5.2K likes on TikTok. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on all social media platforms. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. We need to help this channel grow here.
Lexus refines what you deserve, because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
Go ahead, crank the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. And with USPS Ground Advantage, your packages stay in our secure network, dock to door, nationwide. For full visibility, near real-time tracking, affordable pricing, for peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage.
Congrats on the new boat, Amy. And on bundling it with your home and auto with our
Man. Oh yeah, Michael Parsons did get hurt in Week 15. I do remember that. I almost spaced that off. He did get hurt. That's why the Packers had the #1 defense until he got hurt.
When kids start making money, Chase has expert managers and smart tools to help them manage it.
Didn't Jaden Reed? They had some pieces. They got Javon Hargrave. I thought he was still on the Vikes. Well, good to know. I forgot he moved. The league is so crazy these days. So much movement.
The Super Bowl, the National Football League selects ESPN. You're on the clock. Hey, congratulations on your first Super Bowl.
And then ESPN hosting the Super Bowl. Packers did lose key pieces, losing Romeo Doubs. I think he went to the Patriots, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of pieces gone. Rashawn Gray, Ravens, I believe. Nate Hobbs went to the 49ers, of course. Pick is going to be in for the Green Bay Packers. See where the cheeseheads are going. I know some cheesehead fans out there. Packers could use a weapon. Packers could use defense.
It is my esteemed pleasure to make this second-round pick on behalf of Ed Policy, Brian Gutekunst, Matt LaFleur, and the millions of Packer fans across the world. With the 52nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Brandon Cisse, defensive back, South Carolina.
All right, Brandon Cisse, probably a good pick. This is going to be a need for the Green Bay Packers, and they definitely need some defense. So this is where they go to go get a defensive back, somebody that can kind of create some turnovers. Somebody that can make some plays on them defensively. Let's go. We're going to look at the tape, see what he got, see what he can do. Yeah. He's going to get called for a live pass interference. And getting little handsy like that, some of the referees be calling that PI call, be throwing that flag real quick like. 49ers for life, welcome. How you feel about Deshaun Stribling as our first pick? Let me know how you feel. Drop that in the comments section. Let me know. Do you like the pick? I feel it was a solid pick. I had my eye on Elijah Surratt. A lot of 49er fans had Denzel Boston on their board or Caleb Lomu. All right, here comes Pat McAfee after getting beat up at WrestleMania and catching the RKO from Randy Orton. He looking like he's feeling pretty good. Absolutely.
Zero arrests last night in the NFL draft compound. Pittsburgh Yinzers, congratulations.
Zero arrests. He wilding.
Now, the Indianapolis Colts first-round draft pick was Sauce Gardner. And he's better than all of your first-round picks, for sure. The Indianapolis Colts have not won the AFC South in 12 years. That changes this year. Jim Irsay from the football heavens cured Daniel Jones's torn Achilles. Michael Pittman got sent to the Steelers, and in return, we got football gods with the 53rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The AFC South Kings, Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, my God.
C.J. Allen, linebacker from Georgia.
All right, C.J. Allen. This is definitely going to be a need for the Colts as well. The Colts have been weak at linebacker. They need somebody to can put a stamp on things for them, and this could be the guy to do that. If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, you're checking out IMD's Rants. we're checking out the NFL draft, and then pretty soon, here in a little while, we're going to be either streaming Ready or Not or NBA 2K26. Actually, I should be running NBA 2K26 because we got the Basketball Gods event going on NBA 2K. So I'm definitely going to be running that. So if you want to run with me, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And also add that PSN IMD's Ranch. I'm definitely going to be on later on running that NBA 2K26. So make sure you pull up. We're going to be out here trying to get some wins.
Saying something, but that's the type of talent that he possesses, Charles. And much more of a pure off-the-ball, old-style linebacker. When we're talking about Styles, Reese, we're talking about guys who do a few more things that way. But Joel, Daniel mentioned, this guy's a tackling machine. Yeah. Remember, they just lost their tackling machine in Zaire Franklin, who was putting up 100.5 every year. This guy gets a chance to step right in and be that person.
The people in Georgia would say he was the...
And they still got a pretty solid plethora. DeForest Buckner, former Niner. C.J. Allen, who they drafted earlier this evening. So, yeah, they're going to have some pieces there. The Colts could be pretty good, too. Like, the AFC could probably be blown wide open like the NFC was last season. It could be anybody's team. You know who the top teams are going to be going in, especially if certain players are healthy. You know Kansas City's going to be a top dog. You know Buffalo's going to be a top dog. Colts, Ravens, there's going to be some teams out there, and there's going to be some teams on the come up too. So watch out this season. Jacksonville is another team that was on the up and up until Travis Hunter got hurt, and a couple other guys got hurt. But now we got the Eagles picking. Eli Stowers, second tight end to actually come off the board after Kenyon Sadiq. So, and the Eagles got a lot of good, solid tight ends. So, but we're gonna see what this guy can do. This guy obviously can run, catch, make some plays. I want to see the blocking game.
Contact, those combat catches as we call them. He's adept at those, and then the route polish. This is a receiver route. This is not someone who's running a route like a tight end. He's got real great feel for it. Here he is, and no wonder why the vertical was what it was. Yeah, Dick Fosbury taught us how to do that. He helped perfect it. Eli Stowers did. Remember, as Joel, as you know.
And what do most football players should be doing in the offseason? That right there. You run track to stay in shape. That's what I did in high school and college. All right, there's going to be another trade. The Patriots are on the clock. We got Patriots, Jaguars, Bears, and the Niners at 58. Who will the Niners pick at 58? 49ers can go anywhere in this. So if you want to drop your thoughts or opinions in the comment section, please feel free to do so. Make sure you like, also follow and subscribe to IMD's Rants. Also, make sure you tune in on Wednesday, where I'll be on the first episode of 49ers Roundup, hosted by myself and CG Ruthless. I'm definitely excited for that as well. So make sure you tune in. We'll definitely be talking about this weekend's draft, of all what happened with the 49ers and all the picks that we've made, possibly what they're going to be looking like going into the season. And then also we're going to be talking a little bit about Brandon Ayuk and all the crazy shit he's done. Well, this podcast is going to be uncensored, unfiltered, man. It's created by the fans. It's for the fans, and it's also to the fans. So definitely we're going to be doing that, man. So make sure you tune in, man. The 49ers Roundup. 49ers draft Deshaun Strickland to kick off day 2, man. Definitely solid receiver, 6 foot. I believe he's 6'1", 6 foot 1 and 8 quarters. So I definitely got some speed. This is going to be a solid route runner.
Maker's Mark, perfectly unreasonable.
The Cowboys just traded for D. I'm really not happy about that. Now, I'm going to explain why I'm not happy about the 49ers trading D Winners to the Cowboys. Now, I understand that we did get Dre Greenlaw back, but D. Willis was a solid player for us. But I definitely didn't feel like he could have got traded for this. When the 49ers could have initially with maybe a 4-3 setup with Raheem Morris. Not sure we like to win, or is the 49ers going to stick to that wide 9 with the 2 linebackers? But either way, D. Winters was a solid asset for the 49ers, and trading him to the Cowboys possibly could be a bit of a mistake. I'm also going to bring that rant up on 49ers Roundup, so make sure you tune in on Wednesday for that, because I'm definitely not happy about that. Patriots got their pick in for the second round. And we are 2 picks away from the San Francisco 49ers making their pick. Now, this may now have to be another linebacker to replace D. Winters. We definitely had some solid guys there, depth-wise, and I felt D. Winters could have been a key piece to the future. I don't understand why you would draft a guy like D. Winters pretty high up in the draft a couple of years back, just to trade him 2 years later. Make it make sense to me. I don't understand that, y'all, for real. So definitely, I'm not happy to see that come across the ticker there, and seeing D. Winters is now no longer a 49er, because I feel like he could have been a key piece, a key depth piece that we could have kept, that could have gotten us over the hump and got us that super victory that they so say that we're in line for. So the Patriots are on the clock, doing the trade. Another pick, 3 picks for the Chargers. So let's see who the Patriots end up grabbing.
Let's send things to the stage right now.
And losing, and they definitely gotten rid of Stephon Diggs. They released him because he didn't do absolutely dog shit, nothing in the Super Bowl. He was too busy trying to worry about his goddamn baby mamas. Well, maybe you shouldn't go around here wild dogging bitches, my nigga. I mean, damn, you can afford to do it, but Jesus Christ, what for? And you pick the raunchiest. What is up with celebrities picking all the same chicks? What is going on with y'all? Make that shit make sense too. Cause that shit crazy as fuck to me. Nigga over here in the custody bad with Cardi B and Offset. Like, make it make sense, bro. And Mike Vrabel coming off as the head coach first as a player to win the Super Bowl for the team. The only conversation that anybody's talking about Mike Vrabel is the fact that he got a relationship with Diana Rossini and they both fucking married. Here's what y'all need to do. They significant others probably divorce their ass so they can be together and everybody else move on and shut the fuck up 2 months later. Make it make sense. Here's the Patriots pick.
Production for Illinois as well. 27 sacks in his career. That's second in Illinois history.
Gabe Jackus, a defensive edge guy. Definitely Mike Vrabel's going to want this guy. So definitely he's going to be a guy that Mike Vrabel's going to be looking for to make plays. He could probably be maybe a plug and play guy for him. So definitely, this is going to be definitely a good pick for the New England Patriots. But at the end of the day, that is definitely not the talk that is going on in the news in New England. Everybody worried about him and Diana Rossini. This shit crazy as fuck. But definitely a solid pick for Mike Vrabel and company. Another trade just happened. Eagles acquiring Jonathan Gennard. The Jacksonville Jaguars got their pick in. And we are 2 picks away from the San Francisco 49ers making their second pick of this draft. So make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to I Am These Rants. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Oh Boy TV, welcome. That is my nephew. Appreciate you pulling up. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to I Am D's Rant. You are checking out the NFL Draft 2026, man. And we got our pick from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville probably should go defense here. Or is we're going to add some protection or a weapon for Trevor Lawrence. He got a huge weapon in Travis Hunter, but he did get hurt last year, so they probably could use somebody that can complement him.
After this pick right now for the Jaguars, the Broncos are the last team to have not made a pick in 2026.
With the 56th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Nate Borkacher, tight end, Texas A&M.
Well, we always connect the Jags and the Rams because of the connectivity there. And you look
This draft is not tight end deep, but this is probably definitely going to be a need for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Somebody definitely can get compliment Trevor Lawrence. Somebody that can get open, exhort some compact, take some hits, and definitely help in that running game because Jacksonville definitely had a solid running game. But I believe they did lose Travis Etienne last year, so this coming season, at the end of the day, this is going to be definitely a solid pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They definitely need something more on offense because if you plan on just throwing the ball to Travis Hunter, that's just not going to work out, especially if he's not helping. All right, the 49ers are on the clock. Bears pick is in. I'm definitely excited to see who the 49ers end up grabbing. You are watching on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. You are checking out I Am D's Rants. We are out here checking out the NFL Draft. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Once the draft is complete, we're going to take a little break. And then we're going to probably come back and stream NBA 2K26. Definitely got the Basketball Gods event going on that. It's definitely going to be streaming that. So make sure, if you want to pull up and run, make sure you add that PSN I Am D's Rants.
Toyota, let's go places.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're also one of America's largest financial services companies too. Just like I'm so much more than Peyton Manning. I'm also motivating Manning. I want everyone here to know that you too can be so much more.
Interested to see who the 49ers going to pick. We could go guard. Definitely need a safety. We got us a receiver. Nobody that the 49ers would have picked up or had targeted. But we did go with Deshaun Stribling, a wide receiver out of Ole Miss. 6'1" in the 8 quarters. Looks like he's going to be fast. Definitely could be a key piece to the offense. Definitely looks like he'd be lined up in the slot because that's where I probably expect him to be playing most of his time. Back it up, probably Ricky Pearsall.
What did you bring back from your last trip? A Dublin you'll never forget. What nature truly feels like.
Got a new follower, Camilla. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you pulling up. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you hear every time I pull up a rant, a run, or a stream.
Everywhere you go with Marriott Bonvoy shapes you, making you the greatest souvenir of all. Explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences.
Spring outfit's so good. My
Definitely see the 49ers definitely could use some help on both sides of the ball. Definitely could use some secondary help. I feel like a safety is going to be the need here. There's still a lot of good safeties available. Seattle did lose some key pieces as well, Kobe Bryant being one of those guys. So this could be an advantage that the 49ers could use roster-wise to get over and get back into the chase and actually beat Seattle this coming season, because that's going to be the task at hand and probably the number one mission.
So the trade that just went down, I'm just getting an email from the news deck here. It's a triple byline of the law firm of Pellicero, Rappaport, and Schefter that Jonathan Bernard is going to Philadelphia.
Jonathan Gennard goes to Philly, gives him 4 years, 100 million with 50 million guaranteed, and a 7th round pick this year. And the Vikings get a 3rd round pick.
Is the compensatory pick, Slay likes the move, is the compensatory pick that Philadelphia got for losing Milton Williams to the Patriots. So that loss of Williams pays a little dividends here for the Eagles to flip that to the Vikings and get Jonathan Bernard, a top-notch pass rusher of his own right. And, you know, they as we know, love themselves.
Ben Johnson entered in his 2nd season. Bears got off the hump. Bears were really came hot under the wire coming toward the end of the season last year. Got into the playoffs. But at the end of the day, just not quite enough to get it done, get the job done against that Rams squad. And at the end of the day, here we go. So we're in the Bears draft room, man. Ben Johnson sitting right there up front. So we definitely looking at the Bears trying to look. They definitely do look to bolster their offensive line. They need to protect Caleb Williams. They did lose pieces on defense as well. So I believe the Bears pick is in. We're waiting to see who's going to come out and represent that pick. And here we go, Drew Dahlman.
It's going to be announced by Pittsburgh Panther with his own yellow jacket here. It's Jimbo Covert with the Bears' latest selection. Gold jackets out
Hey,
there.
Pittsburgh, what's going on? Where's those Bear fans at?
Drew Dahlman retired, so this is Jimbo Covert, old Bear.
Right there, Jimbo. Right there on your screen.
I'm liking those cheese grater hats, my man. Grate that cheese right up. I love it. With the 57th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Logan Jones, center, Iowa.
Definitely some, like I said, some offensive help for Caleb Williams. Definitely some protection. They definitely need that.
Defensive line, then kicked over to the offensive line. He's got excellent lateral quickness. You want to be able to run some outside zone stuff, get him on the move laterally. He's excellent there. To me, there's not a lot of development. I don't know that he's going to benefit from sitting. He's ready to get on the field and play.
And when you talk about that lateral movement, that's what Bradbury's sock and trade is. But
Well, if they looking for him to be a plug and play, we're going to see that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, man, you're checking out I Am D's Rants. We're out here streaming the NFL Draft 2026, man. Another trade coming through. 49ers were on the clock. Looks like we just traded back again into the 3rd round. So now it looks like the Cleveland Browns are now on the clock. Yeah, it looks like we were sitting at 58. The 49ers just traded back into the 3rd round. Looks like the 49ers are going to be looking to stack picks right here. Because the 49ers like to find gems in the late rounds, and we tend to do that. John Lynch seems to always find a gem in the later rounds. So trading back may have been the move.
I believe Joe Hayden's back for return engagement.
Okay, Brownies, we back in the building. With the 58th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, DB Toledo.
Hold the phone. No, let's get it.
You trade up for the 49ers to get Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, who's probably one of the top safeties coming out. The 49ers could have got a guy like that, but instead they decided to trade back. So what do the 49ers intend to do later in the 3rd round? Yeah, the 49ers passed up on the steal with this guy. This could have been a turnover guy. This could have been a guy that could have been really good on our defense. Or, like I said, we could have gone anywhere else. But instead, the 49ers decided to trade back. So what did the trade? Now we need to know what the 49ers actually traded for. And I believe it might have been that D Winters trade. So the Browns are really seriously coming up to be a dangerous team in the AFC. So y'all better watch out. If the Browns aren't happy, they are happy now. Now they just got to figure out whether it's going to be Shador or Deshaun. Texas picks are in. We were a few picks away from the 49ers, but the 49ers decided to trade back if you just joined. 49ers are going into the third round. And we will have the 6th pick of the third round.
What a great opportunity to announce a pick for the best team in Texas.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Last time the commissioner took my opportunity to talk, so I definitely have to say hello to my 2 children, Jaden and Celeste. Give a shout out to the
People be saying the wildest shit. Took my opportunity to talk, but then gave you one. Shut your ass. Oh, my God. Some people, bro.
This is special for me because I know this kid personally, which is ironic. With the 59th pick for the Houston Texans, they select Marlon Klein, tight end, University of Michigan.
Another second Michigan player off the board.
That's where he grew up. He's got size and speed. And just when you watch him move around, remind me of Tucker Kraft. When you look at that frame and look at the way that he can move, here is the ability to stretch the seam. Now remember, he had Colston Loveland there previously, so you don't have that long track record of a ton of production, but you can see it in flashes here. He's got real soft hands, and he can run. When you look at what he ran he ran 4.61 also in the 4.5s, and you can see it here. He's real sudden in his
He's quick.
give you a little sell to the out, and then
He looks good.
the sideline. How cool is this picture right here, Rich? I'll let you take that one.
Oh, yeah, that's the Faulkners of the Orlando Magic right now. This is after Marlon Klein won it all. Team 144. And Michigan dominated in the second round over Ohio State. I'm just a Friday guy, you know what I mean?
So, yeah, definitely another piece and another weapon for C.J. Stroud. So, the Texans should be happy with that. And we've got the last 4 picks of the second round, man. Last 4 picks of the second round. The 49ers unfortunately decided to trade out of the second round, just like as they did the first round. I'm not sure if this is going to be a repeated process or why I suppose they do this. But at the end of the day, Deshaun Stribling is definitely going to be the first pick. Definitely going to make an impact with us. And this could also be something that could be situational, or if he ends up having to be a guy that's going to have to play this coming year due to injuries, hopefully this guy will be ready, and Kyle Shanahan will be sure to have him ready to go. 49ers still have a crazy amount of receivers. And once they figure out what they're going to do with Brandon Ayuk, which we already know for a fact, he's not going to be with the 49ers. We clearly know that. But we'll be talking about that on 49ers Roundup. So make sure you tune in on Wednesday for the first episode of 49ers Roundup, hosted by CG Ruthless and myself, Robert S. Ferrante. Welcome. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll be back later on once the draft is complete. Once the second round is complete, we'll be back running NBA 2K26, playing in the Basketball Gods event. So make sure you like, follow, subscribe. If you want to run, I run with just about anyone and everyone. I am the ultimate team player, man. The Swiss continent of content creation is here at IMD's Ranks. If you're watching, also make sure give me your thoughts and opinions on the 49ers pick of Deshaun Stribling, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that, chat. We are also sitting at 10.6K likes on TikTok, man. So thank you for that. The Titans pick is in. Sit at the 60th pick. And they've added some really good pieces. Carnell Tate early. They also got Wan'Dale Robinson, so they've got weapons.
My understanding is this is medical concerns about Jamon McCoy's knee. Remember last year, Will Anderson, the concern of a degeneration of his knee, degenerative knee injury, I should say, the meniscus. Similar situation here. Obviously, McCoy did not play because of the ACL. That is not what this is about. The ACL is fine. He did drills at a pro day. He is okay. This is about teams wondering if there are going to be long-term issues on his knee. And actually, Tom Pelissero was also reported that the bone plug after knee surgery might need to be replaced, might need a second surgery. That is why he is falling.
Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate that. Okay.
Yep, see? Shedeur fell 5 rounds for what? Last year. Y'all made up a bunch of bullshit excuses and then dropped him 5 rounds. Make it make sense. And he still came out and cooked.
With the 60th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker, Texas.
Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker. Linebackers flying off the board now, definitely in the second round. And like they did say at the beginning, this draft was going to be a whole lot of defense, and it definitely has been a whole lot of defense coming out in the second round. If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, man, you are checking out IMD's Rants. We are out here streaming the NFL Draft 2026. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday for the first ever episode of 49ers Roundup, hosted by CG Ruthless and myself. IMD's Rants. We'll be talking about what's going on this weekend with the draft, all the 49ers picks, what the team will look like going into the regular season. And also, we're going to be talking a little bit about Brandon Ayuk and what's going on with him and what the future looks like for him. So make sure you tune in, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on all social media platforms. Yeah, I didn't like the fact of the Cowboys trading D winners, or the Cowboys trading for D winners, and I don't like the fact that we traded D winners either. But we'll talk about that more as well. All right, and the Rams with their next pick after picking a quarterback in the first round, which was absolutely asinine, crazy, and ridiculous as hell. Probably, and rumors have it that it kind of pissed off Sean McVay. So here's the Rams with their pick. Tavon Austin, former Ram.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, the LA Rams select Max Clare, tight end from Ohio State, baby.
Max Clare, tight end. And they got a gang of tight ends, so why not add another one?
Parkinson, they've got Ferguson, they've got Higbee, they've got Davis Allen, and now you add Max Clare out of Ohio State.
They going, like I said, now they go and add another weapon, add another tight end. So now this is going to be the 2 tight end sets that are going to be running. Sean McVay is going to be looking to run 2 tight end sets of most of this year. So this is, you know what they're looking to do. So for 49er fans, you know what to expect. They're going to be running the ball heavy with Kyren Williams. So at the end of the day, Blake Corum. So at the end of the day, this is going to be a crazy team, and then they're going to be able to spread the ball around. So I'm definitely see this is going to be a crazy challenge for the 49ers. as we're going to be traveling, face the Rams, and then probably end up on trying to face them in Mexico too. It's going to be crazy work because obviously every time we go to SoFi Stadium, which we all know as Levi South, it's always a sea of red. And I guess the Rams are tired of seeing that. So at the end of the day, we're going to have to give them the smoke and whoop them in Mexico and whip them across the world. So that's just what's going to happen. Next 4 picks, Bills, Chargers, and Seattle. And Buffalo's back up on the board again. Buffalo is going to be a dangerous team. They always have been. I probably suspect them maybe to go get a receiver. There's still receivers available to make plays for these guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go get themselves another weapon here. Probably get another playmaker on defense as well. So I'm definitely seeing and interested in what the Buffalo Bills are going to do. And yo, if you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, man, you're checking out I Am These Rants. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you're here every time I post a rant, a run, a stream, or anything in between.
Hey, Mercedes, play my playlist.
Hi, Mom. Go, guys, go. Hey, Mercedes, play Josh's playlist.
The luxurious tranquility of a jelly. Welcome to your happy place. Welcome home. See your Mercedes.
Boy, if y'all got in my car, change my radio station, boy, the first thing I would do is beat you with a stick right on your hand. Pah! Fuck off my radio. Be like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour. Man, don't you ever touch a black man radio. All right, the Buffalo Bills pick is in. The second round of the NFL draft is almost complete. 49ers have the 6th pick in the third round. I believe the third round might continue on the ticker, but I will have all the Niners picks lined up, ready for you. And like I said, make sure you tune into the first episode of 49ers Roundup, hosted by CG Ruthless and myself. Like I said, we're definitely going to be talking about the draft. We're going to be talking about everything else that's going on with the 49ers and what they're going to be looking like going into this 26-27 season. Also, we'll be talking about Brandon Ayuk and what is going on with him. So definitely make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. I also want to get my rant about the D winners trade. So I'm definitely not too happy about that. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty pissed off about that. I'll keep it a buck. This 49ers Roundup is definitely going to be uncensored, unfiltered. It is to the fans. It is for the fans. It is created by you, the fans. So make sure you pull up. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, man. We definitely would appreciate it. Help our channel grow as well. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to CG Ruthless on all his social media platforms. And also you make sure to subscribe to I Am These Rants on Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We're going to be live streaming NBA 2K here in a little while once the draft is complete. So make sure you tune in for that. And we're going to be out here having a good time. It's definitely a pleasure to run with y'all. The Bills pick is going to be in. We're waiting for them to come out and announce the pick. Up next will be the Los Angeles Chargers. And then you're going to have the Seattle Seahawks, the defending Super Bowl champions, making their pick. Bills lost a lot of people. I don't know why they ended up getting Taylor Rapp. Taylor Rapp was trash. There ain't nothing nice to ever say good about him.
I mean, it's just been awesome here. It's been a great couple of days. Expecting hopefully some better weather than on the radar for tomorrow. But for the moment, a glistening Pittsburgh, PA on a nice summer type night. The Buffalo Bills have moved back into the second round.
You trade out.
To make this pick after trading out for the first round 3 times last night.
Right?
We had to take advantage of the opportunity to
And then you trade the
Penn State and Buffalo. With the 62nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft,
The Buffalo Bills select David Abenelson, DB, Ohio State.
All right, the Buffalo Bills go get some more defense with David Ibenoson. This guy's going to be a 6'2", 180-pound tall, rangy guy. Definitely can move. Definitely has gloves. Doesn't get a lot of penalties called on him. They definitely want to go out and get a guy that can make some plays, and this is going to be their guy to do that defensively. This team has to be, the Buffalo Bills definitely have to be more than just Josh Allen. Because, you know, everybody's, when you hear about the Buffalo Bills, the only name you hear is Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen. You don't hear about anybody else. So can this be their guy that could be a game changer and a playmaker for these guys? It might just be. So Buffalo Bills fans, definitely a solid pick for you guys. A guy that can get in there, make some tackles, break up some plays. So we see what happens. And this is how the Bills got back into the round.
He led the country in 2024 in pass interference calls, and that went way down this last year. So he did develop a little bit and learned to be less handsy in the back end.
So the Denver Broncos moved out of the second round for that. We're looking into the last time a team did not pick in the first 2 rounds of an NFL draft. Because right now, unless Denver trades back in, and the Chargers just suck at a pick, the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. Certainly looks like the Broncos are just going to smoke them if you got them.
Yeah, it almost feels like we would say New Orleans when they traded everything for Ricky Williams, but that wasn't the case.
All right. Bolts are happy. Jim Harbaugh looks happy. They're going to be in there talking about who's got it better than us. And they're going to be like, nobody. But right now, everybody got it better than y'all right now. So let's figure it out. Let's see who they pick.
Charger fans that they're anxiously awaiting to see a guard get selected, which is not something you would say often with the draft, but they're wanting a guard there. For
and if you're saying that, are you saying who's on the top of your board at guards? That Pregnon?
Yeah, I've got Pregnon, Dunker, Hecht, can play center, can play guard. You've got Palmer from Kentucky. Those are the guys I have in my top 100 that are left.
I didn't want to bring this up to Rich, but Ohio State just passed me.
I know, as soon as I opened my mouth, made that
It was
joke.
a little too early. It was premature.
I hear you. Excuse me. Listen.
Celebrate when you can.
Exactly. I live in the moment. Joel, I don't know about you.
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cutting down minutes in my mind anyway.
Basketball,
so, that's
you're
right.
good.
So the 2023 Niners and 2023 Browns did not pick until the 3rd round.
There we go.
Both of them. The Niners didn't pick because they lost their picks for Trey Lance and McCaffrey, and the Browns traded away their picks for Deshaun Watson and Elijah Moore.
So one of them came out successfully and the other did not.
Let's see what the Chargers do here.
Wait a minute. Something's not right.
Here comes lights out, I think. Here we go. There we go.
That's a durable suit. With the 63rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Jake Slaughter, guard, Florida.
All right. Like I said, some protection for Justin Herbert, for a guy who's gotten banged up a whole bunch last season. This is a guy that you're going to need to protect you right in front of your face. So definitely a good pickup for the Chargers, who also like to have a little bit of a power run game, especially with Jim. That's what Jim Harbaugh likes to do. So definitely a good pick for the Chargers.
Slaughter can kick inside and do that. He's got really good football intelligence to go with that quickness.
So the Chargers add to that offensive line that they're going to get Rashawn Slater and Mr. Alt back in the mix. And there goes lights out. Sean Merriman hanging with the Bolts fans. Show them their lightning bolts, everybody. The Seahawks' final pick of the 2nd round, and the Arizona Cardinals are already on the clock for round 3. We're back on a Friday night in a moment.
All right, Arizona is on the clock for round 3. I think round 3 is continuing. I didn't think that.
We get it. You've been building connections all day. Go ahead, demolish that personal record. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine.
In life,
and in business. What do you mean there's beyond things that they... The goalposts often...
Okay, that is a nice surprise to find out.
But at Accenture...
I was only prepared to do this round. Oh, guess like we're streaming round 3 too.
Because whatever goal you're heading for, together...
I really want to know who the 49ers are going to pick, because the 49ers do not have a pick after this round unless we trade back in it.
I'm trying to reach this stuff. Why don't you just use this with Augusta? This brings in all the really tight laces and all the really high ones, so you don't have to jump. Looks like you got into everything.
Spring outfit's so good. My family was on time for once. I'm still recovering. Kohl's Styles makes spring a breeze. Start your outfits with the season's best shoe sale. Then complete the look with 15% off at Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
$10 for a large. $10 for any 3 toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. With our new garlic parm hand toss.
If you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, and you are checking out IMD's Rants, we are streaming the NFL Draft. We are here having a good time, so make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, man. We reacting in real time to all these picks. 49ers decided to go with Deshaun Stribling from University of Ole Miss, wide receiver. Waiting for the 49ers to make their second pick. They have traded out of the second round at pick number 58. So I'm suspecting them to possibly go defense or defensive back in the third round. We have the 6th pick in the third round. So I'm looking to see what the 49ers are looking to do.
This is the road to the NBA Finals on ESPN and ABC. Greatness is up for grabs, and it's all happening now. The NBA playoffs continue on ESPN and ABC.
Get special deals during Verizon Small Business Days, April 27th through May 10th. So Seattle fans excited. They won the Super Bowl, and they should be excited because they only have 3 picks left in this draft. This pick, the 96th pick in the 3rd round tonight, and then only one day 3 pick, a 6th rounder, 188th overall. But all's good in their neighborhood with a fresh Lombardi in the case. And picking last, that's what you want to do. You want to pick last in rounds, that's the goal.
They did a nice job filling a need with their first pick.
Cliff Averill of Purdue football. Yeah, it's Big Ten, man. You know what I mean? It's the Big Ten world.
Speaking of interior rush.
Cliff Averill.
Final pick of round 2. Here it comes.
What up, 12s?
Final pick of round 2.
With the 64th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the world champs, Seattle Seahawks select Bud Clark, DB, TCU.
Oh, I love this one. Your guy, you want to take this one, Chuck? Yeah, I love this one because I talked about this in our pre-show.
Solid. Definitely needed a. It's probably a smart pick by the Seahawks. Mike Macdonald loves to go defense in the draft. And you want guys that creates plays and get turnovers. And this is what look what he just found.
Getting into coverage there, locating the football, great hands, takes it away. 15 overall interceptions his entire career. There he is working in the slot, coming back into the play. Ball pops up. Who comes down with it? Bud Clark. And this is a need. You mentioned need a running back. They took Jerry Price. Need in the secondary because even Warrior would be all over the place. Bud Clark can play over the top and clean up and erase things. A la Earl Thomas and how he played.
And he played a ton of football. 45 starts for TCU.
Jadarian Price in the first round. Bud Clark in the second round for the Seattle Seahawks. They go and get a safety. Definitely a good move for the Seattle Seahawks at that point. And now the third round of the NFL Draft is now beginning to start. And we got the Arizona Cardinals with a questionable pick in the first round with Jeremiah Love. They looking to get something behind Jacoby Brissett. They look to protect Jacoby Brissett, but they ain't doing nothing with Jacoby Brissett. So make it make sense. And Jacoby Brissett hasn't even bothered to show up. Shout out to the CBs. Thank you for your service. My father was a CB.
If you are currently serving or have ever served in the United States military, please join these outstanding service members and stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service.
And if they really think Gardner Minshew's going to do something for him, I'm sorry. Let's see what questionable pick that the Arizona Cardinals are going to come up with this time. Chase Besantis was a solid pick. Jeremiah Love was definitely questionable, but you're still going to have questions until you solve your quarterback problem. And until the Arizona Cardinals address that issue, that was what is going to be their weakest link. And in the division that you have Brock Purdy, Matthew Stafford, and Sam Darnold, who's coming off a Super Bowl, the Arizona Cardinals will not be a competitive football team. They're not going to be looking to win now. And that is clearly the case. You are rebuilding, and they have been under 500 of each of the last 4 years. Kyler Murray did not get the job done, and now you have Jacoby Brissett, who hasn't shown up, and you got Gardner Minshew. So I'm not seeing why this move makes any sense.
DJ, you're like defense. 22 players in the second round taken on defense. That's tied with the 2016 second round for the most such defensive players.
Best available quarterback: Carson Beck, Dane Allard, Gus Musier, Payton. Yeah, I don't know a lot of these quarterbacks. I'll openly admit that.
Thought there was a chance we might have a round gap. Obviously, Simpson goes a little higher than we thought, all the way up there at 13. We make it all the way through the second round with no quarterbacks coming off the board. I think we're going to see at least one come off the board. And Arizona's a team, I didn't think they would leave day two without a quarterback.
Yeah, and look, Beck and Aller are the most physically gifted out of the ones we have left. Nussmeier was the guy in 2024 everyone was locked in on. They will have their choice of those if indeed they go quarterback here, Joel.
All right, here comes James Conner.
You know, so they've got all the experience. We shall see. Here it is.
With the 65th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Carson Beck, quarterback, Miami.
Okay, here you go. This is where you address your quarterback problems. Now, Carson Beck, solid out of Miami.
The first question of that press conference, I promise you, will be, did you have Beck higher than Simpson? I'd be curious to see how the Arizona Cardinals answer that question. You talk about the prototypical size.
Yeah. Ty Simpson, the only quarterback that came out of round one. Arizona could address this quarterback issue in the first round. But with Carson Beck, waited till the third round to get him. This could be a smart move by the Arizona Cardinals, or this could come back to bite him in the ass.
But by all accounts, talking to the folks at Miami, he really matured and grew up and almost took them to a national championship.
That was a big one because a lot of people thought he was a loner, and people don't like loners playing quarterback for them. But as you mentioned, a lot of that got cleaned up this year in Miami. And Joel, you remember, Bruce Arians had a lot of success in Arizona with a quarterback who was similarly constructed to Carson Beck and the guy named Carson Palmer. So
That hurts you though. That injury does hurt you coming up. Carson Beck did injure that UCL. So
Played some of the biggest games in college football in his career.
Including the national championship game, the last game of the year. So, yeah, there you go. Brissett and Beck on the left side.
but if you see how Brock Purdy came back from the UCL injury last year, this may be not a thing for the Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals. Jacoby Brissett is expected to be the starting quarterback. He has not been showing up at off-season conditioning. My understanding is due to make $5 million this year. Brissett wants a contract extension for more guarantees in the future and is not expected to show up until he gets that, which means there is going to be plenty of reps for Carson Beck, assuming this is an extended absence for the Arizona Cardinals.
Be an interesting rookie room so far with Jeremiah Love, Chase Casances of Texas A&M, and now Carson Beck of Miami, because only two teams beat Notre Dame this year, Texas A&M and Miami. So that'll be a nice chat in a quiet moment.
I think you got to have some playoff experience to get drafted by the Cardinals when they're looking at the draft board.
There you go. All right, let's go to the stage for the latest pick, and it's the Broncos' first pick of the draft. Welcome to the draft, Denver.
Bronco country, what's up? Yeah, let's go. AFC West champs. Hey, on behalf of the Super Bowl 50 champions and the best owners in football, the Penner family, with the 66th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Tyler Onyedum, D-tackle, Texas A&M. Let's go, Bronco country!
Yeah, this is about the range I thought he would come off the board here in this third round. We're going to see a couple more defensive tackles. I think McClellan from
Tyler Oyenbom, Oyenden.
graded together. Those first 4 seasons at Iowa State, you watch him. He's a
Broncos looking to establish a pass rush with this pick
2 pounds.
or maintain one. But they did have a solid pass rush, but they did lose Dre Greenlaw.
You see it right here, that quickness to work up the field.
And I believe Jonathan Franklin Myers, they did lose him as well.
Want to see him continue working. There's time to
So it definitely look like this is going to be a solid pick for them. Smart pick by the Denver Broncos, feeling a need. And this guy can make plays. So definitely looking to see how that goes out for the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos look happy about it outside of Sean Payton. Everybody else clapping except Sean Payton. Raiders now on the board after getting Fernando Mendoza, who's definitely not even going to play immediately. So, but they'll be ready. They'll be on his ass the minute Kirk Cousins fuck up. They'll be wanting his ass. So we'll see what happens.
With the 67th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Raiders select Keyron Crawford, defensive end, Auburn. Welcome to the Raiders.
Good for him. How about
Keyron Crawford, edge guy. Like I said, Raiders looking to add the compliment Max Crosby. This could be the guy to do that. Definitely found a missing piece with that. So definitely a great pick for the Raiders in this one.
Kind of looks like a guy who should just get into some starters blocks, Joel, like a sprinter, and just take off at the quarterback. His best football has to be ahead of it. He's still learning the game.
Same high school as Michael Orr, by the way, a former basketball player himself before he transitioned over to football.
He learned football quickly. He went to Arkansas State, had 11 TFLs and 6 sacks, and that's why he got an opportunity at a bigger school.
The latest Raider. When we come back, the Eagles with their latest pick. The Bears, the Niners, Commanders, Bengals, Saints.
The Bears and the Niners are up next.
NFL Draft.
I don't suspect the 49ers to try to trade back into this third round. The 49ers do have 3 picks in the 4th round. So unless the 49ers happen to trade up and somebody wants to trade back, I do not expect the 49ers to make another pick after this.
Partner of the NFL.
there's going out to eat, and then there's going all out with Platinum. Be among the first to know when tables open on Resi with Priority Notify. Make the most of up to $400 in Resi credit by sampling the menu over and over again. And show your friends what the hype's all about with Platinum Nights. With dining benefits at over 10,000 US Resi restaurants. There's nothing like Platinum. Official payments partner of the NFL.
If Nationwide can be a great insurance and financial services company, what's stopping you from being so much more than one thing? That question is what inspired me to create the Motivating Method. All right, y'all ready? Let's hear it now. Motivate others.
Yeah, I'm still not happy about the pick and the trade of D. Winters.
Nationwide. Mic drop. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Yeah, the 49ers have one pick in the third round at pick 90. And then we're going to have 3 picks in the fourth round.
Black coffee, no sugar.
And then 2 picks in the fifth round. And then nothing after that. Unless the 49ers happen to make some moves and either trade back or trade up or try to get more picks. I don't see the 49ers making another pick after this. So I believe once the 49ers probably make their pick, I probably will end the stream for the evening. The third round will be continuing as on ESPN as promised. Definitely make sure you tune in because I will be back streaming NBA 2K26. And we'll be playing in the Basketball Gods event. So if you want to run with me, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Make sure you add that PSN. I am D's Rants, and then I'm down to run with y'all, man. Let's go have a good time. Let's run. Let's have some fun. You'll be running with the ultimate team player, man. I run with a big man, so I can shoot, dribble, with all that. So we just gonna run out here and have some fun, man. We could be hearing our opponents, man. Of course, it's gonna be a lot of trash talk, a lot of people running their mouth for no reason and saying stupid shit. And you're gonna hear it all right here, uncensored at I Am D's Rants, the Swiss Army knife of content creation.
We're in the third round now, and pay attention, folks. This is when your team might draft Devin Achane or who else.
The Philadelphia Eagles are currently on the clock. They added Andy Dalton to be the backup to Jalen Hurts. So at the end of the day, this is like I said, this Philly team could be pretty good. They added Marquise Brown from the Kansas City Chiefs, Rick Woolen from the Seahawks. They also added Jonathan Jones. So this Eagles team can be a really solid football team coming into next season. Definitely still going to be sitting at the top of the NFC East. Let's listen into their pick.
With the 68th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Markel Bell, tackle from Miami.
Markel Bell, definitely going offensive line. They need somebody. They need to protect Jalen Hurts, so why not invest in that long term? Probably a solid move for them.
Triple team out there, get after it. Bell is ginormous. I mean, he's 6'9" and change, 346 pounds. His arm like this, 36 3/8, which is ridiculous. So Maui Noah, his teammate on the other side, we saw him go in the first round early. He actually manned the left side, that big mountain of a man over there. You're not going to be able to get through him, use his length. And someone who, when you look at Ponce, we saw earlier, one of my favorite players, but I'm sure he still has nightmares about this.
Yeah, this is not the play for you.
They're not the same weight class.
That's just wrong when you throw that screen out there, isn't it, Joel? When you have him coming out.
That was any
Oh, by the way, just so we know, on this table, that was me going up and doing that, all right? I was Ponce getting decimated. I want to say this very quick about Markel Bell, though. Played the entire season, right? Went to the national championship game. He went to the Senior Bowl.
Chicago Bears pick is in, and we are now one pick away from the San Francisco 49ers, who are now on the clock. We're going to see who the 49ers get in the third round. probably will end the stream after the 49ers make their selection. I do not expect the 49ers to make another pick in this round nor to trade up. We have 3 picks in the 4th round and 2 in the 5th. So if you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube, we're going to listen in to Roger Goodell, and make sure you like, follow, and subscribe.
To help me make the Bears pick, please welcome Tylen and Timothy. They're representing Friends of the Children, an incredible organization that focuses on the importance of mentorship and empowering youth. The NFL and the Bears work with Friends of the Children as part of our Inspire Change initiative. Tylen and Timothy, it's time to announce the pick.
With the 69th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select
Sam Rosas.
Nicely done.
Sam Rose. Sam Roush, University of Stanford tight end. And like I said, the Bears need pieces for Caleb Williams. And this guy looks like he could be that. Unfortunately, the hands, they say, is inconsistent, according to the report. But it looks like he's probably going to be designed the way he's built. It looks like he's definitely going to be a better blocker. A guy you're not going to want to be out there running routes specifically. He's not definitely looking like he's a route runner type. But definitely look like he can get in the red zone, can make plays. But if the hands are inconsistent, that's going to be a big concern in the NFL. Definitely going to be a solid blocker from the way he's built. So at the end of the day, this is going to be a solid pick for the Chicago Bears. Not necessarily going to be a weapon for Caleb Williams, but definitely going to be somebody who definitely will protect him. All right, and now the pick is in for the San Francisco 49ers, the best team in the world.
No, he's from the lineage of Father Murphy, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's, you know.
You remember Merlin sitting next to Charlie Jones calling those games?
All right, Andy Lee coming out to announce the pick for the San Francisco 49ers.
With the 70th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Romello Height, defensive end, Texas Tech.
Romello Height went and got a defensive end, and I said we were going to should address the defensive end area. Definitely with Nick Bosa coming back from an injury, this is definitely going to be a solid pick. Not a guy that necessarily anybody was necessarily targeting. I don't think anybody had him on our list. But at the end of the day, we're looking to win with speed with this guy. But he doesn't necessarily look like he's the fastest either. But at the end of the day, we're going to see a guy out there that can make some plays. And with Chris Kasarik and doing things that he has done over the years with this 49ers defensive line, I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a great pickup for the 49ers. We've got huge pieces. We definitely need a piece to go in that backfield with Deommodore Lenoir. We need a safety that can make some plays.
So that's some pieces of the puzzle on the.
But now with the 49ers, with their pick, we got the Commanders coming up, but at this point, I am going to end the stream. We'll be coming back, talking about the 49ers picks tomorrow. I'll definitely be following along with the rest of the 3rd round. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end for me. And until next time, this is your boy D, and I'm out. Peace.